It's just me. How is everyone? Ready for some crime, some cocktails, and some giving back to members of the community? Yeah? All right. So for those of you that weren't here and didn't know, Kathy Joe is judging a rodeo tonight, so she can't be here. But I have a great co-host that's going to be stepping in and digging into this crime with me, which is super exciting because she's like she's a women whiskeys. She's been with us since the beginning, and she's always down to do a crime. So one of our cheerleaders. I'm going to mention this in just a few minutes, but first, let me say hi to a couple people, and then we'll bring her on. Kathy Joe started in here a while ago and said, "Have so much fun. I'll miss y'all." And Sugar Kitty is multitasking. And Adriana says it's going to be fun. Okay, she's got a new mic, so let her know if it's all messed up. John Teaser says, "Cheers, ladies. All bring on the axe." Livewire Whiskey is here, and Mike from Livewire is in the background tracking our giveaways. Special giveaways tonight. I'll get into that a little bit more. You don't want to miss this shit. Malam says, 3-hour delay stuck in Texas, so I hope I brought enough mini bottles for this. MC says, hashtag Team Wench, hashtag Replay Squad. And yeah, we will provide it during the delay. That is true. And we're all saying, please hit the like. Hit the like. I appreciate that. Please hit the like. Gandhi Rhodes says, my first criminal and cocktail. That's awesome. I hope you like it. We put a lot of work into these, and they're fun. John Cran says, cheers. Whiskey Mountain says, shimmy and purr, Sugar Kitty. Speaking of Whiskey Mountains, hi.
Hello.
I'm so glad you're here.
Same. I feel like it's been a while, even though it probably hasn't been that long.
I know. It seems like it. Maybe because you did your last couple ones with Kathy Joe and not me.
I think so. I think that's what's making it feel like it's like a whole different ballgame.
It really is. Oh, I got a lag. I got to fix this thing.
Oh, that happens to me all the time.
I hate that. Okay. So I worked until like 5 o'clock, and it's about a 25-minute commute from work to here. And then I got the cocktail stuff. So if I missed anything, you guys just got to roll with it. Don't come at me.
Just go with it. It'll be good. It'll be good. We'll make it work somehow.
I'm going to run through this real quick, and I'll probably touch on it a little bit later in the stream if more people come to watch us. I know we tend to have lower numbers on a criminals night because it's not everybody's jam. I get that. But tonight, we are doing Mystery Box like we always do. We are doing Patreon Plinko like we always do. But I found out there's a member of our community, been around for years, has always been so supportive, and he's battling some pretty tough stuff right now, him and his family. So Chris Reggie is just the nicest guy, and there is a GoFundMe page that you can go check out. It's not a secret that they found a cancerous tumor in his brain, and he just had a baby a few years ago. The sad part about it is he overcame a traumatic brain injury in the military that, like he says, almost took him out. He worked so hard to overcome that only for this to happen.
Ugh,
so his family could really use a little help, and he's always helped everyone else. So it's our turn.
Yeah.
So not to bring it way down, but I just want you to know that any of the entries going in for tonight, every penny of it will go right into that GoFundMe. You'll be able to watch me go in and donate it under, be my name, but it'll say from this community. So just know that whether it's PayPal or Venmo or Super Chat, all of that will go there. The other thing is, in the boxes, I'm going to tell you what's in there tonight.
Ooh.
I know. It's not a mystery, but it's a mystery where they're at. There are 3 bottles from Women and Whiskeys in there, and there are 3 bottles from the Davilars in there.
Nice.
There's a bottle in every box.
Ooh.
And I'm going to go ahead and name some of these off for you. We have a Blood Oath Pack 9,
Ooh.
an Elijah Craig Private Barrel,
Oh, nice.
a High West American Prairie Pick,
Ooh.
a Jack Daniel's single barrel proof, a Booker's Donahoe batch, and a Russell's single barrel pick.
Damn. These are all like so. I would be excited for any of these. Ooh, getting an echo.
So that's what's there. Again, all the money's going. I'm not keeping any of it. Kathy Jo's not keeping any of it. John T, already in for $20, says, here's a little help. John, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, John. John is awesome. Always.
I also know there are a couple other channels doing fundraisers for him. So no matter what happens, no matter if we're done with the crime or not, we're going to have a hard stop on the giveaway at 7 o'clock so that those that want to go watch other channels can, and those that want to hang out and whatnot here can.
And finish the crime because it probably won't be done yet.
And Patreon Plinko will happen at the very end of the stream, though. We won't do that.
Yeah. And that'll be a hard stop at 7 p.m. our time, but that's 9 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
6 p.m. Pacific.
In 1 hour.
Yeah.
So again, I apologize that I'm going to repeat myself, but I will probably stop again halfway through and repeat all that because I didn't have time to adjust the description when we decided to do this. So
it's been a little bit of a last minute day.
Adriana, how was your day?
It was good. I didn't make a matching cocktail, but I made a cocktail because my mint plant has been going nuts. So I will be drinking a cocktail along with you.
Okay.
I wish I could have that one because that one sounds really good. Yeah. That sounds like something I would try at a restaurant.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a hard time finding a blood orange.
Kathy
Jo went to 7 stores.
I would think the chile liqueur, the like spicy Ancho Chile liqueur or whatever it was.
That was everywhere. It was.
Really?
I thought for sure I would have to hunt that down. It was everywhere.
Weird. Yeah, I'm just having
stores here in Idaho.
Having a whiskey smash. So it's just lemon, demerara syrup, and mint leaves and bourbon.
I like smashes. They're good.
It's good. It's simple. It's refreshing. It's yummy. I made a double so that I'd be good for a while.
I'm actually making a double too.
I mean, normally you have to make for 2 people, so.
Right, so why mess it up now?
Right. Why?
Okay, let's see who popped in real quick. Okay, where did I leave off here? Okay, Chris SBW, he is here.
Oh, hey.
John Kranz, Big Vic is here. Smoke and Firewater is here. And Frankie says hi, and she loves the wallet, Adriana.
I had a sad breakup with my old wallet of like over 10 years and got a new one. And I'm very torn up about it. So I made a Facebook post, and I don't post on Facebook.
Oh my gosh. I saw it, but I will tell you, I had an employee walk in, and so I didn't get to read it.
Oh, it's 100% fine. I haven't even thrown out the old wallet. It's like my old wallet. It's like the old dad style, trifold leather wallet sort of thing that was a little bit beat up, and Nick kept making fun of me for it. And like all the torn up bits kept catching on things. So I bought like one of those new, I don't know, it's like skinny and you stick the cards in. I don't know if I like it.
Yeah. I have one of those. I haven't decided because not all my cards fit in it.
Yeah, it's like very tight and squishy and like hard.
So
I have weird. Your cards are exposed too, like.
Well, I love it. I put like my main debit card and like the Women Whiskey's debit card, stuff like that in that. And then I have like all those random like Petco card and stuff like that.
Right.
And I have a rubber band around them like ghetto style in my purse.
Well, that's the thing. I don't normally carry a purse. I normally just like full dad style have that big trifold wallet in my back pocket kind of thing. And now I've got this little thing and I'm like, I know.
That might make me nervous if I didn't have it in a purse, honestly.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if I can function this way. So we'll see how long it lasts. But it is pretty. It's colorful.
Okay. Should we let's see.
Making the cocktail?
Yes, let's make the cocktail. Okay. There we go.
Got it.
So we're making a hot blooded. Did anybody in chat, were you able to get ingredients for this one? It was a little odd, like the blood orange. Kathy went to 7 stores.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like the blood orange and I would have thought at least the chili liquor
would
be hard to find. Everything else, rye, lime juice, simple syrup, and hot sauce.
Oh, I have a layout. I'm used to Kathy Jo being here doing all the layouts.
Right? Doing all the things. I'm like, I'm going to
So-
go ahead and read them off for y'all.
I don't know how people do this stuff by themselves. Okay, I'm going to show you guys
Right.
what we're making tonight.
This is why I just don't have layouts on my. It's too much to
So-
handle.
This is
Yeah.
the hot-blooded, 2 ounces rye whiskey, ½ ounce of the Ancho Reyes chili liqueur, ½ ounce of blood orange juice, freshly squeezed, ½ ounce of lime juice, freshly squeezed, ½ ounce simple syrup, 4 dashes of hot sauce with a garnish, and your 2 ounces of rye whiskey. That's what we're making.
Nice.
I don't know.
Are you-
I think I might like it.
Are you straining into a coupe glass?
Yes,
Nice.
I got my coupe glass. I got my stuff. I pre-measured though because, well, you know,
Yeah. It's
not the whiskey though. I didn't pre-measure the whiskey because I almost forgot the whiskey.
I mean, it's easy to do when it's rye whiskey. I understand
And you and your rye. Oh, Livewire says effing cancer. 4 entries for Adriana Rodriguez.
that. Nice catch there, Mike.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike.
Mike.
That was super sweet.
That's
That's
awesome.
super sweet that you got to do that.
And yeah, I get to be entered. That's fun.
Hey,
All
right. Let's make this crap. I got my shaker with my ice.
Sweet. Check
And Kathy Jo's going to rewatch this and laugh at me while I shake it. You know
that.
it.
Is
All right.
yours like metal shaker on both sides?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we have the same shaker.
Mine is like a gold rose copper.
Oh,
Color?
mine's just like, standard silver color.
I have the standard one, but a friend of ours bought us a cocktail set for Christmas. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
That's always fun.
A-Rod is my girl, says Mike.
He's trying to get himself out of trouble with that.
Yeah. Does Nick know that?
That pro-man slip.
Okay, we're going to do our 2 ounces of rye, which since I'm making a double, will be 4 ounces.
Yeah.
Why F around?
Which rye are you using?
Oh, I forgot to say. I'm going to use the Old Forester rye.
There you go. Is that 100 proof or 80 something proof?
It's 100 proof. Yeah.
I did this for my cocktail. I did 2 ounces of Wild Turkey 101 rye, but then 2 ounces of a 90 proof Bell Mead Reserve Sour Matte. I don't know. I don't like it straight up, so
Yeah.
it's my, trying to get rid of it in cocktails, bourbon, and it's lower proof. So that way, it's 4 ounces of 100. It's a half and half.
Well, and I almost grabbed the rare breed rye.
Ooh.
But I don't know that I've ever had Old Forester rye. I mean, that's not
What proof?
surprising.
What proof is the rare breed rye though? That seems.
I don't know. Isn't it? It's higher proof, isn't it?
I would think 4
Yeah.
ounces of
No.
in a cocktail. That might be unwise.
That'd be a lot.
Yeah. If we ever want to finish this case, that could be unwise.
Okay, speaking of which, let's see. We're going to move along. I've got so this is all, you got your rye, and then everything else is ½ ounce, ½ ounce, ½ ounce. So I will do 1 ounce. It's pre-measured. I'm going to start dumping it. We got the chili liqueur. Nope, just kidding. Is that the- Yep, that's the chili liqueur. I'm a professional.
Look at that blind flight. You could win if there's a chili liqueur in there.
I should have put on the description that there are all bottles in the mystery boxes because that's not usually the case. Look at that. Look at this blood orange juice.
Oh, that's legit blood orange. Yep.
Yeah, I
don't know how different blood orange tastes from regular orange juice is the thing.
It smells different.
Oh, it does? Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I've eaten a blood orange. I know I have because I remember it freaked me out when I opened it because I didn't know.
Mike of Livewire, I almost had responded to you that Frankie is my girl. So that's perfect that it was actually her who said that.
Okay, then I've got my lime juice.
Perfect.
And
Is the simple syrup homemade or is it like store-bought?
it's store-bought.
Come on,
I
kill me.
squeezed the lime and I squeezed
squeezed
the
it.
orange.
I squeezed the lime. That's all it takes.
Mullum, is chili liqueur used in many other drinks? Yes, actually, there is a vodka-based drink that I very much like that has a chili liqueur in it. It's like raspberries and hibiscus, and I've been messing around with the recipe. I've put it in Patreon a couple of times, but nobody voted on it. But I think it's because it's not whiskey based.
Yeah, because it's vodka. Yeah.
Maybe someday.
I am kind of intrigued by that, though.
All right. Now we're going to do 4 dashes of hot sauce.
Which hot sauce are we going with? Frank's?
My husband loves Tapatio.
Tapatio! Yes! That's a solid choice. I was like, as long as it's not Tabasco. My mom loves Tabasco.
I have this giant thing, and I have to do 4 little dashes of it.
Good luck with that. That's going to be an extra spicy. Okay. Oh, actually, it's 4 dashes for a single. So 8 dashes.
Oh, shit.
Well, if these come out as huge dashes, then maybe
I'll do 6.
4 of those. There you go.
One.
Yeah, there you go. Are they big?
Maybe I'll do 5.
I hate the term dash. Like that is a range. That is not a measurement.
You can't even dash this. It was like a stream of hot sauce.
Exactly. See? That's okay. Not a measurement.
Mama Good 1977. Hello.
What's up?
Okay, I'm going to mute myself, and I'm going to shake the crap out of this.
Oh,
but I'm not going to mute Adriana.
I'm not muted. Yay. Yeah, that ice will make a good amount of sound. So it's not Wednesday, but I am wearing my On Wednesdays We Drink Whiskey shirt because I don't like the color pink. So I think on Wednesdays we should get to drink whiskey instead of having to wear pink. And it feels very appropriate for Women of Whiskeys, who always goes on a Wednesday. She's just shaking. Oh, no, we have totally different. Mine is like 2 cup version. You know, like the kind they use in the
Mine comes
in the
off
movies.
like right here. But
Yeah, it's like a lid.
Built in versus having to use the strainer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's like the kind that I was somewhere and they did that. The guy was like doing all the flipping of the cups and stuff.
I've seen those.
Yeah.
I'm scared of them because it comes out the middle. Ooh.
I still just use a strainer. I just like have a separate strainer that I flip it with.
Gandhi Road says, please put me in for 2. Gandhi Road is in for this. Okay, I got my Women of Whiskeys coupe.
All right, beautiful.
Oh, look how pretty that is.
That is actually really pretty. If I could solo you, I would. But
I should have, huh? I'm an amateur. Okay, let's see.
If you solo it, you can see the logo on the coupe.
Okay, let's see.
Boop.
All right.
Yes.
There's this. Now I have to garnish it, which I didn't have Kathy Jo here to do my little twisty thingy. So
time to test your
skills. We're going to just go with it my way.
The coupe glass does look really nice, though. I like when there's something in it that helps you, make out the logo.
See what it is? Yeah. Okay. And there you go.
Beautiful. Cheers. Mine is not.
Oh, wow.
Holy good?
Shit, that's really good. Let me get it out this solo.
Okay, now I'm going to have to look for that liqueur, that chile liqueur.
Okay, what the hell?
Bring me back. My voice is the most annoying part.
There we go. I was struggling. So yeah, that actually is freaking delicious. It's got a nice little kick to it. Sorry, I'm pulling up the PayPal and Venmo so I can see if we have anything we need to talk about.
Like a message.
Yeah.
Come with it. Nick put the Women of Whiskeys super cool retro glass on the top shelf, so I couldn't reach it for this. So instead I have what he got me for Christmas, which is a manatee.
Here, let me solo that. I'm learning how to do this shit.
Hey, there you go.
Okay, that's pretty cute. I like that.
Isn't it cute? And this is all because when we were dating, I said that in a picture I look like a whale, and he's like, "No, you don't. You look like a manatee." Like, that was any better. And my family thinks it's amazing. And so now manatees have become a thing. And he buys me manatee stuff just to rub it in.
Why in the heck?
Can't log in?
See, this is what happens when I have to do this by myself. I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh, good.
Adriana's going to carry this show.
I got you.
That's
what I'm here for. Mike Stahl, that's how I reach the manatee one, because it always is on the bottom shelf. There's only 2 shelves.
Okay. Gandy Road. Why does it hate me?
She has a different name.
So, one more time, I'm just going to say that all the money that donations are not being kept. They are going to help Chris Reggie and his family. And there's bottles in every box tonight. I did read them off earlier. So hopefully we can raise some money for this family who has been a part of this community for a very long time and have been very supportive.
Yeah.
But we still also have our Patreon Plinko. Anyone who's an active patron before we end the stream gets a chance to play Plinko.
So you get a pretty solid chance at winning a bottle because it's Thursdays and it's a little slower on Thursdays and all 6 boxes have a bottle. And you get to help an awesome person in the community and their family. Mm-hmm. And if you're a patron, you get to join in with Patreon Plinko. And you get to hear about our insane true crime case. I'd say it's a win-win for Thursday. Just saying.
It really does hate me. It will not let me in.
Oh. Well, Gandy Road, if you had a message, pop it down here in the chat. And we can pop it up.
Okay, well, apparently it's just not going to let me in. I'm so sorry. But I can do probably Venmo.
Oh, like the
right.
Thanks.
Do you have that paper that I sent to you, Adriana?
Yeah, like the outline of the case.
Could you do me a favor while I do this so that we're not doing 2 boring things back to back?
Yep.
Could you read our little disclaimer that we have to do when we do stories like this?
Let us combine our boring things at once.
Yes.
Do. I've got it. Okay. Quick disclaimer before we get started. This case contains potentially triggering topics such as homicide, abuse, and infidelity. If you feel that these topics may be too difficult for you to hear, we encourage you to listen to your inner voice and wait to join us next week in chat. Also, we take these topics very seriously. However, we may use humor or lighthearted comments to tone down the darkness. So I promise we're not making light of the pain. We're just finding a way to share some true crime without spreading doom and gloom. We do not claim to be professionals, far from it. All of our content comes from research we've done. However, it often relies on interviews, court documents, and other sources that could be influenced by opinion. And this is not meant to be your only source of facts on this case. AKA, if you want facts, do more research.
Hi, man. We put the work in.
Right? Y'all put the work in. I'll be honest. I'm getting these notes and I listen to a podcast. Michelle and Kathy Jo put the work in.
We did work for it, but that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I can't get into PayPal because, life hates me. It's fine.
Of course, it's being a bet.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. I ignored you guys. That's so rude. Adriana, you gonna come to Idaho now, says Livewire.
It is super good because I know he's coming up and it'll be on the Alzheimer's weekend. I'm like, it would be really fun to do like all hanging out together in person. But I also know the live streams where it's like a bunch of people can be a bit difficult to watch as a viewer. So it's like, and I don't want to take away from the hangout there.
I don't know. Mm-hmm. I mean, you wouldn't have to have everybody on at once. You could switch off, or I don't know. I think it's workable.
Yeah, we could talk about it off.
It's like real life pub style while we raise money for a good cause.
Yeah. It could be, kind of fun. And we could plan some kind of game for it with everybody there in person, kind of thing, which would be neat. And maybe have guests pop in one at a time.
Yeah.
With the group. I just wouldn't want it to be everybody hanging out and it's hard to know what's happening. But I also wouldn't want to interfere on the fun of everybody hanging out. So it's
not at all.
I don't know.
Okay, so here's the thing. Malam's asking if there's an estimate on the drawing time. Yes, there is. So because this is raising money for someone else, and because we have such high stakes, and we have people going on right after us, I'm sure this stream will go over the top of lifetime. So we don't mean for it to, but we got a late start, and I'm fuddling through it, and we have a crime.
Yeah.
So no matter where we are in the stream, at a hard 7 o'clock my time, which is 6 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern, right? Nope, 9 o'clock Eastern.
9 o'clock Eastern, yeah.
Anyway,
right.
At that hard spot, we're going to do the mystery box drawing. Patreon Plinko will be done at the end of the stream like usual. But because we have bottles in here in all of them, we don't want anybody to feel like they have to stay for that and miss out on some of the other streams.
Yeah.
So top of the hour, hard stop for the giveaway.
But the case will continue.
All right. Can I see a middle finger sign on a popsicle stick?
Why a popsicle stick? Aren't those for children? You can't put middle fingers on a popsicle stick.
Oh, Mullen says mic volume is good, just in case no one said so.
Thank you. It's a constant paranoia of mine.
Birthday weeks. Okay. Hey, Mojo Bass and Bourbon is here saying,
Hey,
hi. Hi, Mojo. Hey.
What is up?
Cheers.
Cheers. Wow, I am going through my whiskey smash, so I will be smashed for this case.
So also we're gonna jump in, but just so you know, Adriana does basically dedicate her life to the fight for Alzheimer's. She is a doctor. She has a lab, and she's always working on that. Is her goal? Yes, is to find a cure for Alzheimer's.
Yep.
So when she does her annual Alzheimer's fundraiser, it's not because she wants to raise money. It's because this is her passion. So on the 23rd of July, yes?
Yes, July 23rd, yes.
Is her Alzheimer's fundraiser. Everybody in the community donates all kinds of things for prizes, and it's a blast. So I didn't get that in the description because I don't think I got it back from you. But if you or Mike or someone wants to drop that link, I hope you guys can make it. Just go in and hit notification.
Yeah. If you go, I think the easiest way to find the info is whiskeymountains.com. I have an Alzheimer's fundraiser tab on there. And so all the information there, the link to donate is there, the link for like the list of bottles that have been donated so far and prizes in general that have been donated so far. Like all of that is there, although I do need to update with a couple more bottles that are for prizes, but you can enter anytime beforehand. You don't have to be there on the day of to win. $5 an entry, unlimited like chances at winning, like you can win more than once. Those are all the normal main questions, I think. So yeah, and it'll be fun. It's always fun. I always try to come up with something different each year.
And I don't, did Kathy Jo or I tell you what Women in Whiskeys is donating?
I don't think so. You had said you were looking, but you hadn't decided yet.
We did. I don't know if I can reach it. Hold on. You'll get one that's full, though. You don't get this one. All right. I got a solo on this one because this is one of two that we have left. And we are going to donate the Yippee Caillou Mother Effer.
Yes!
And it is our one and only pick, a Caillou Japanese whiskey pick that Women of Whiskeys did in collaboration with the BWE Facebook group here. So
yes, that's awesome.
We are going to donate that to your fundraiser.
Thank you so much. That's freaking awesome. Okay, I wrote it down. I will update the website after this. As soon as
okay, here we go. Hey, Nick's here.
Hey, Nick is listening from work. What's up, babes? Okay,
so tonight we're going to talk about the case of Candy Montgomery. So this case is all about a housewife living in this little country town. Like all the kids literally went to a little red schoolhouse. And she got bored and wanted to spice up her life. And basically, at the end, it involves her friend, an axe, an affair, and hypnosis.
Yeah.
That pretty much sums it up.
Which is a pretty spicy life, so I guess mission complete.
Yeah.
But not the way I'd do it. Why couldn't she just, get a motorcycle like a normal person going through a weird crisis?
I don't know. Okay, so we did our disclaimer. We did all the steps. Let's jump into it. We're a little behind. We're already 30 minutes in. I haven't even. Show Me the Proof is here. Z-Man is here. William Hall is here. Joining in just in time to get this going. All right. I got my glasses. I got my notes. Get the facts straight. Okay. So Candy, born Candace Wheeler in 1949, She was born in Texas. And I got to tell you, her birthday, from everything, the records that I got, was November of 1949. But there's a lot of sources out there that say it's 1951. Why no one can agree on when exactly this woman was born is really weird.
This feels like the classic, like somebody asked her and she was like approaching, her 40th or whatever birthday and was like, 2 years later. I'm not about to turn 40, I'm 38.
Yeah. So that was one of those things. I like to say it just because there is that chance that I said the wrong one. But so she moved around a lot. She was an Army brat. Her dad was a radar technician. And so they moved a lot. And she met her husband when she was 18. Pat Montgomery. He was an electrical engineer at Texas Instruments, and she was the secretary there. Now, if you remember back then, Texas Instruments was like the Shazam.
Yo, I still use a Texas Instruments calculator.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the Apple of calculators. And
stuff. It's like the graphing calculator. Are you kidding?
Oh my gosh. Hey, cheers, Christine Vasco. We're raising money for Chris Reggie. So we're giving away all the good stuffs. Okay. So he made a crap ton of money. So you take his salary in today's economy, it would be roughly $330,000 a year. And she's like, yeah, let's get married. They got married in the 70s, early 70s. They bought this little home in that country town of Weilding, Texas. They had a daughter named Jenny in 73 and a son named Ian in 74. She popped them out back to back.
Ding, ding, get it over with.
What else? Okay, sorry. I was reading a comment that caught my attention. It said that Candy decided that being married was boring. Like, she was happy. I mean, she liked her kids, but she lived in this little town, and she's just bored. So, even though everybody was like, they have the picture perfect marriage, she's like, it's all right. It's eh. So she joined the First United Methodist Church of Lucas, and she became very involved in that. Like, her whole life centered around this church. Mm-hmm. Choir, volleyball, all this stuff. Like, she dove in. I guess once her kids, I think about it, kids go to school or whatever.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get bored.
Yeah. I mean, but that's a cause to make that make sense. Get involved in the church, doing the choir and whatever.
Trying to do it the right way.
That's legit.
Christine Vasco already hit the GoFundMe for Chris. Nice. I don't care how you do it. I think it's great that you do it. Yeah. If you can. Not everybody's budget's the same. Totally get it if you can't. Okay. So then there was Betty and Alan Gore. Okay. So Betty and Alan, they met as a teaching assistant. She met him as a teaching assistant in college. They got married in 1970, and they had their first daughter, Alyssa. So this is why this is important. Lisa?
Oh. I'm not sure.
So they moved to Wiley, and they joined the First United Methodist Church of Lucas. Betty took a job as a school teacher in 76. But apparently it said that she couldn't keep control of the kids. I don't know if she was just too nice or passive, but she was frustrated because she couldn't get them in line. Alan got a job at manufacturing conglomerate called Rockwell International, and he made decent money. It was all right, Mm-hmm. Cheers by King Bourbon.
Not everybody can be making almost $500,000 a year.
I know. Oh my gosh. So it's been said that they were not happily married when all of a sudden Betty's like, yeah, we're hardly ever doing that adult time anymore. And, we haven't been that great. We haven't really been getting along, but I think it's time to have a baby. Yeah. Another one. Let's have another baby. So she literally, Adriana, I'm not even kidding you. She planned, we're going to do it this day and this day. So the baby's born here when I'm on summer break. And he said he would come home and it was like mechanical. She's like, okay, we have this much time. We're going to do this and that. And we're going to have a baby.
Wow. Wait,
And
don't most women not want to have their baby during the summer because it's so hot being pregnant in summer?
She was a school teacher.
Yeah, I guess it may. But yeah, but then you just get the semester off. Like, yay. Gotcha, though. That's hardcore.
Livewire whiskey 4 for me. Yay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So it was very mechanical and he did not care for that. And so their marriage just kept getting more strained and more strained. And he kind of felt like, she's like, saddle up, mister,
Yeah, like we are on a schedule. At 5 p.m. we have sex. At 6 o'clock is dinner.
What the hell?
And I'm cooking.
Thank you, Jerry Black. You're in for all the bottles in all the boxes. Okay. Yeah, Gandhi Road, that solves everything, having another baby. So meanwhile, her marriage is strained. Candy's bored. They become friends. Their daughters become very good friends. They're at the church together. They're at school together. So Jenny and Alyssa become really close.
Yeah, they became they were doing sleepovers at each other's house all the time, kind of thing. And so I think that helped bring Betty and Candy together more as friends and everything. And I saw too that Betty would constantly call Alan at his work all the time, so calling her husband, and he did a lot of work trips, and she would call her his boss. She would call his hotel, call it, and she called his boss and asked him not to send him out on work trips and stuff. It was really, basically stage 4 clinger kind of thing, and not healthy.
It almost seemed to me like maybe she felt a little out of control of her life and she was trying to grasp onto something she would have control of.
Yeah, she was trying to be super in control kind of thing. And I think there was frustration that she wasn't understanding he needed to travel for work. This was a requirement kind of thing. Nothing fixes a marriage, pregnant wife and then a crying baby. Right? That's what blows my mind about the people who do things. It's oh, this is gonna really, help the situation. Yeah. We're already stressed. Let's have a baby on top of that.
Oh my God.
But it was definitely a really small town and everything. Little red schoolhouse type of town kind of thing. So
I have a picture. Let me show you that.
Oh, you do?
Not of the schoolhouse, but of the church.
Yeah.
This is a good idea. This is the church that everybody went to.
That is the vibe.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
God.
the First United Methodist Church. Yep. That's where Betty and Candy kind of became really good friends. Also, just so you know who we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
That's Betty Gore.
Betty.
So doesn't she just seem like the happy school teacher?
She 100% looks like my 7th grade social studies teacher. That's Miss Bartholomew.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And then this was her husband, Alan Gore.
Okay. Actually, the two of them, that makes a lot of sense. That is a picture.
Well, they did say that everybody said they were really surprised that Betty went for Alan, that she wanted to marry him. And then I've got Candy Montgomery.
Here we go.
That's court time.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
This is the picture that goes everywhere. Everybody sees this picture.
Yeah.
That's her permed,
I was about to say the perm, the 80s glasses.
Yeah, she definitely. And then this was her husband, Pat.
Who's the hottie bobati? There he is.
I mean, I don't know. That screams like that 70s detective show.
Oh my God, yes. He could
he was the PI man secretary.
Yeah, he could be Columbo's sidekick, quiet background sidekick.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wait, what was that? Okay, I'm starting to see some comments here. She looks like a short-haired Adriana in the 80s.
Wow, I was never that skinny. Thank you very much.
She looks like she wears a house coat all day long. Totally. That picture. I mean, I don't know if she looked like that picture makes her look like Bon Bon's house coat and soap operas.
Oh yeah, it's happening. The
Oh,
soap operas were on for sure. If you're that bored, you're definitely binge watching soap operas.
I used to like soap operas. I worked, so I couldn't binge them, and there was no recording shit back then. So
right, yeah. So
back in my day,
no, I never quite got into them. But so anyways, so basically small town, everybody's bored and not perfectly happy with their marriage. So
right?
unsurprising that things might lead into a bit of bumping. So in late summer of 1978, Candy and Betty's husband, Betty's husband, Alan Gore,
Yes.
actually like during volleyball, like at the church, bumps into Candy and they meet that way. And I think this is weird that like this is when Candy started like getting this whole idea of having an affair with him. And she says later that he smelled sexy. And I'm like, he smelled like he was sweaty and playing volleyball in Texas.
Yeah.
Like, what was he wearing?
I was playing volleyball at church in Texas, and I smelled sexy.
Right? Like, I don't think this is the Top Gun scene of volleyball. Like, this is just Texas church volleyball. I don't know. But he looks like Russell Crowe. Candy had been, she's been bored with Pat and boring sex, boring life, boring whatever. And so she just wanted a hookup and wanted to hook up with somebody. So she and Alan Betty's husband, have been playing volleyball together. And she literally just goes to Alan after practice, or actually it was like choir practice because she did everything at the church.
Everything's at the church, apparently.
That's the place to start up your affairs. That seems like a great idea. I guess that's where
doesn't everybody hook up?
Obviously. But like, so she got into Alan's car and just straight up told him, she's like, I've been thinking about this. I'm not sure if it's a great idea, but I'd be down to hook up if you would be down. And then left. And just like boldly stated that, was like, all right, like think about it, and left. And so then like a week later, and at first he was like, I don't think so. His wife was pregnant, like maybe that wouldn't be the best idea. But then like a week later they meet back up again, and she's like, this doesn't have to be emotional, this is just sex. Like she just wants crazy good sex. And he's like, okay.
Yeah, she's like, I want mind-blowing, see the stars sex and nothing else.
Transcendental sex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, real quick. Livewire, you're going straight to hell. Do you know how this go? Do you know?
See, that was the obvious joke, Livewire.
So it is 12 minutes before the top of the hour. And like I said, going to recap real quick. There is a bottle in every mystery box. We're going to do 2 people. Each one gets to play. All the money goes to the GoFundMe. I will put it right into the GoFundMe for Chris. And we are doing a hard stop at the top of the hour. So you have 12 minutes to get your entries in. Again, this is a guy that is dear to all our hearts because he's been around for years. He's been so supportive, and we feel like we watched the birth of his daughter. So let's help him out. Let's help out his family. If ever there's a fundraiser, it's for something like this, something tragic, unavoidable. Cancerous brain cancer.
And somebody who's a part of the community that like, just maybe this could really make a difference to them and their family.
This could change lives. I mean, he was the primary caregiver for the child, which now brings a whole new set of problems. There's a surgery coming up. There's a lot of things in play here. He is a decorated vet. So anyway, now we have 11 minutes till we do a hard stop on that. So get in while you can.
So get in it. Help Chris.
I don't think we've had very many entries, so I know the odds are good. And every little bit helps. So if I'll tell you what, for every $5, you will get an entry. How many entries do we have now, Mike? Quickly, because I know we don't have much time, but I have a question on this. Oh, Livewire is telling you about. I'm using a Yeti too.
Yeah, I've got the Yeti. I feel like it picks up everything though, and I even got the little thingy on top. Yeah, so I have it on the cardioid one that's supposed to be like me, unless it's supposed to be this way. Oh, maybe I have it backwards.
How many entries do we have right now?
Would this be better? Am I too loud now?
No, that's great. You sound sexy.
Oh my god. I had it backwards the whole fucking time. I figured this out the other night, and I was like, I bet I'm going to forget which side's the front. And I fucking did. It was backwards this whole time, y'all.
You almost sound like Whiskey Encore now.
Right?
Hello. Okay. 29 entries. I'll tell you what. If we get to 40 entries tonight, I will do 3 drawings. So we got to get 40. Let's get some money to his GoFundMe. We hit 40. I'll do 3 drawings. Otherwise, we'll do the 2.
Ooh.
And then we'll still have Patreon Plinko at the end.
Come on, y'all. Let's hit 40.
Let's do it.
Y'all okay. Okay. Back to transcendent sex or whatever.
Transcendent sex.
So basically, they talked about this for a while. Alan even like gave her this card on her birthday, on Candy's birthday, about for the last of the red hot lovers with all this red hots candy or whatever.
And they haven't done the deed at this point.
Yeah, like they haven't even done it. They were just like, I guess like maybe that's like the fun, like the lead up to it and the flirting and whatever. This is before texted. So this all had to be like just like little whispers at the volleyball game or choir. I don't know. But like they made a bunch of strategy beforehand. Like they made a bunch of rules about how this was going to work and everything. It was on his lunch breaks. And so she would bring the meal so that he wouldn't like go back to work hungry. They split the cost of the hotel. And like one of their big rules, yes, Dungeons and Drams. I got this freaking new mic for Dungeons and Drams podcast, which I do on Monday nights. D&D.
Thank you for that. Holy moly, coming in,
buddy. Oh, Big Vic.
Thank you. Let's support where it's needed. In it to win it. Vic, thank you so much. I'm sure the family will appreciate that so much. That puts us over the, we're going to do 3 drawings now, folks. Let's just keep this going. Let's keep on giving. We've got 8 minutes. Let's keep on giving. William Hall says 5 entries. Perfect. Thank you.
So
and Z-Man, 4 entries.
Boom. Oh, okay. Yes. I love it. You go, guys. Keep it up.
Oh, there we are. Nick Proman gets some entries through Livewire Whiskey.
Yes.
Okay, so I do have to say the strategies that these 2 did, before even actually having the affair, like if we did, we'd have to do it this way, and we couldn't get emotionally involved, and we couldn't do this, and we'd have to, you'll pay for this, and I'll pay for that. That sounds an awful lot like I want to have a baby saddle up. I mean, isn't that the same structure that his wife was doing to him?
Yeah. Apparently this guy's like subconsciously just attracted to being controlled in a lot of structure.
But, I don't know. It didn't say maybe he was doing the structuring. I don't know. But
yeah, that's true.
Very structured before they even dipped the wick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it was very like, I think their biggest rule was that now everything sounds different in my ears because I flipped the mic around like
You sound fantastic.
Right? But like the biggest rule was basically that if either of them did start getting emotionally involved and feeling like they were becoming emotionally attached, that they needed to call it quits like right then, which I feel like a lot of people probably say like the beginning of an affair, and it generally doesn't work out that way, but that was their big rule. So then finally, December 12th, 1978, they finally start banging at the Como Hotel in Richardson. And Candy would, yeah, that was like their main go-to. She would get the room, pay for it in cash. He would pay her back later, half of it. She'd bring the lunch, which I think is like
and dessert, hilarious,
right? Also, like since it's like making lunch because they only had like 2 hours during his lunch. He's getting a 2-hour lunch break.
What the hell?
Like, where did he work again? Like, what? Most of the time I work through my lunch, and I'm not supposed to eat in the lab, but I just do it anyways. Like,
what's lunch?
That like blow. I'm like, how do you have time for sex and lunch on your lunch break?
Mine's a protein shake at the desk.
Yeah, like come on. Like I'm curious about the job. That should be advertised in job postings.
Yeah, Christine Besco, what the fuck? 2-hour lunch.
Right?
Tommy D, thank you for that. 5 entries via PayPal.
Oh yes, thank you, Tommy D. And so
Okay.
for me, one of the craziest parts during this whole affair was so Betty was pregnant, and Betty and Candy are friends, and their daughters are like best buddies or whatever. So Betty's the one who throws her baby shower while she's pregnant, while Betty is Candy throws the baby shower for Betty while Candy is banging Betty's husband. Like this bitch. That takes cojones.
Well, and like, didn't even think to feel bad about it. Like,
yeah, she was like not bothered. She was very normal for all of this stuff. Like sometimes she felt bad for cheating on her husband, but like she was like buddy with Betty. Buddy with Betty. That could be a great name for a podcast or something.
What was it? Buddy
with Betty.
buddy with Betty.
Like
with the
they're
baby.
super
buddy,
close.
Betty. I don't know.
Buddy Betty's baby. And yet she's banging Pat. So finally Betty, has her baby, her daughter Bethany. And actually after that, Alan starts, I guess, finally recognizing that maybe this isn't, banging Candy isn't the best thing for his marriage and growing family and whatever. So they actually did go to like a couples retreat or whatever. And when they came back from that is when they were like really doing better. And actually Candy babysat their current daughter while they went off on that retreat. And like when they got back, she like gave back the daughter and he like totally ignored her. And after that is when he ended the affair. So it was almost a year. It was like 11 months. Yeah. Like that's how close they were though. Like she's babysitting for them. She's God. the daughter's best friend's mom. She's throwing the baby shower. Like
okay, you got to read that one.
I thank you. Buddy with Betty. I mean, come on, it doesn't get any better.
Sugar Kitty says, coming to
buddy, Betty, and a baby. I love this. I'm gonna start.
Tommy D, can't stay. You should stay 3 more minutes. In 3 more minutes, we're gonna do the pick it or pass it, and your entries got you entered.
Yeah.
So no matter where we are in this stream, we're stopping in 3 minutes to do this.
Keep the tab open.
If you're not here, you can't win. So either stay 3 minutes or give those entries to someone or something. Stay. Okay. Can we have something other than tacos next time? Okay. I can't believe I said that out loud. Moving on. Okay. So June 13th, 1980. This is about 6 or 7 months after the affair ended. This is when shit goes down. Like,
which is weird.
For sure.
That it took that long.
Betty's husband, Alan, was out of town. He, for work, like he does, right? And he tries to call his wife multiple times and like can't get through. And so when he wasn't able to reach her, because like you said, she was calling all the time usually, right?
Yeah.
So he's out of town. He can't reach her. He knows she's home with the kids. He's a little concerned. Cheers, Tim Robertson. So he calls the neighbor Richard and says, "Hey, will you go check this out? Go see what's going on at my house because I can't reach my wife." So Richard walks over, knocks on the door, no answer, and goes home and tells Alan, "Hey, everything's quiet. I don't know what's going on, but there's no answer, whatever." Alan called Candy, and Candy's like, "Oh, I saw Betty this morning. Like, I went over to pick up Alyssa's daughter's, Alyssa's swimsuit, and everything was fine. It's fine." So Betty acted as if she was in a hurry for Candy to leave when Candy went over to get the swimsuit. She's like, "Yeah, she was, in a hurry for me to go. She was busy, but everything was fine." Lost my place. Suggested that maybe Betty had gone to a friend's house. She was trying to convince Alan that nothing was wrong. Like, it's fine. Doug H, there we are. $20 super chat. Cheers, lady. Cheers, Doug. Thank you for that. Dingo got the baby. No.
Dingo got the
1 minute. 1 minute, finish it up if you're in their PayPal. So Candy's like, everything was fine, but she was in a hurry. Like maybe she was going to a friend's house. Maybe, everything's fine. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In a hurry to die.
No, it's not fine. So then Alan asked to speak to Alyssa, who was still at Candy's house. So he's like, hey, I want to talk to my daughter who's at your house. And Alyssa's like, I'm doing fine. And Candy said, hey, I'll go check on Betty for you. And Alan's like, no, whatever. It's fine. I'm probably just being paranoid. It's fine. My daughter's there. She's safe. I don't know. Maybe she's sleeping. It's okay. Now, with that, we're going to take a pause. Giveaway's closed. Mike's going to tell us how many entries we're at. And we are going to go from there. So I'll take that moment while he's gathering up the entries to let those of you that just came in and donated, thank you, because none of that money is going to Women of Whiskeys. It's all going over to the GoFundMe account. If you didn't get in for the drawing, there is a GoFundMe account for Chris Reggie. There's also right now, the likes are just starting their stream, I would assume. They are going to do a huge fundraiser for him. So if you didn't make this one, or if you did and you're still feeling spicy, go over there. That's why we're doing the hard stop, so that those that want to go over there don't feel like they have to wait for the game.
Yeah.
All right. 64 entries. Heck
Whoa.
yes.
Yes.
Thank you. This
How
will help
cool.
the family so much.
How cool is it? Like this community at the drop of a hat, no warning at all, can just come together and like literally change people's lives. I fucking love this community so much. It's so cool.
And if you weren't here at the beginning and you don't know, what we have back here is 3 bottles from the Women and Whiskeys collection and 3 bottles from the Davilar collection. I'm going to read them off again real quick. And we have 64 entries. Adriana, start thinking of a number. We have a Blood Oath Pack 9, an Elijah Craig Private Barrel, a High West American Prairie Pick, a Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof, a Booker's Donahoe, and a Russell Single Barrel Pick. That's what's in these boxes. So what number are we doing first, Adriana?
So we're going to do 17.
17, Mike.
That's the year Nick and I got married, and it's our anniversary on Monday.
Oh my God. How many? 17? How many
2017, years so 6 years.
Congratulations. Yeah. Happy anniversary.
And he's the one who reminded me about our anniversary.
Fair.
So he's like, the other day, while we wait for the number, the other day he's like, what do you want to eat for dinner on Monday? And I'm like, I don't even know what I want to have for lunch today. Like, how am I supposed to know what I want to eat for dinner on next Monday? He's like, our anniversary. I'm like, right. I totally remembered.
Mullum is the first winner.
Yes, congrats, Mullum.
Mullum, are you here? Because I need you to pick a number, 1 through 6.
Yes, he's here at least. He just had made a comment, just like.
Oh, that's true. He did. Yeah, jumped up quickly. Yes, it did. Number 3, says Mullum. Here we go. We know it's whiskey. What is it though? Ready? Here we go.
What do we got? I love these bottles.
All right, I'm not going to solo it. I'm just going to tell you what it is. It is a Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof. So you can keep it. You know what else is in the other boxes? You can take your chances. This one is 127.2 proof.
127.2. Pick or pass, Mullum. You can keep it or you can pick another one. They are all bottles. So
yay! I'm so happy, you guys. I made it 6 years, says Nick Proman.
You made it. I'm the one who survived.
You know, if Will cooked for me the way Nick cooks for you,
it makes it a lot easier to survive.
I'm telling you, man. Whew.
He made meatballs this week and chicken fried rice and chicken. Oh my God. I have like so much food in the fridge and it's all delicious. And he's going to make me spaghetti and shrimp, which is my favorite meal this weekend. I believe he promised. So
okay. I've got that. So gonna go with 6. Okay. All right. We're going to pass on the Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof.
Fair enough.
And we're going to go over to number 6. Here we go. You didn't make me reach for it. Nope. I'm going to get short on you guys. Hold on. All right.
I'm sitting on top of a pillow on my chair. So, yeah, I'm with you.
Okay.
You got
6
this?
is...
Ooh, Russell's pick.
The Russell Single Barrel Pick. Ooh, that was loud. I'm so sorry.
It wasn't too bad.
All right, Malin, let's, I know you're in my neck of woods. Let's arrange a hand delivery so I can get that to you. Congratulations.
Who did is this an Idaho pick? Or this BWE or something? Who did this pick?
This came, by the way, out of our collection personally.
This from the Davilars.
It is from the Davilars, and it is, I'm looking for it.
Wait for
It
it.
will
Wait for it.
hold it and told me it was a pick, but I'm looking now. This is Russell's Reserve single barrel.
Ooh, which warehouse?
That's what I'm looking for, because it doesn't. What the hell?
Oh, just kidding.
Yeah, I'm not prepared.
Well, do we need to pick a second number?
Anyway, you get this. So
Congrats,
here,
Mom.
54 entries. Let's pick out a second one. Yeah, Tim Russell's always hitters. I love them.
Yeah. So good. Wild turkey. You can't go wrong.
Okay, we are at
54 entries. 54.
Hey, go ahead. Pick another number, Adriana.
Okie doke. I'm going to go number 7. That's just my favorite number.
Okay.
Come on.
So, while we wait for that, let me see where we are.
I don't even know if Nick is still in, if he does win. Yeah. Oh, he is.
Yeah, that's a keeper either way. Mullen looks good, thank you. I'll add it to the bottle share that I'm obligated to host.
Nice. Can't go wrong with Russell's.
What bottle share are you obligated? Is that through BWE?
Right?
Mm.
John T.
John T.
Yes, well deserved.
John T. Pick a mystery box. I probably would not pick
1 through 5.
but you can.
Yeah, 1 through 5.
It's fine.
Okay, I think last night he won, and I was like, pick number 1 through 6, not number 2, and then he picked number 2. I said not number 2.
We picked number 2.
Number 2 again.
All right, here we go.
This
Ready?
time you can. Let's go. Let's go. ECVP.
This is the Elijah Craig Private Barrel. I guess I should probably solo this shit, huh?
Yeah, that would help.
All right. See, I need my Kathy Jill here. All right. This is the Private Barrel number 10. It is 94 proof. These are freaking fantastic. I'm not going to lie. I know it's only 94 proof. But there's a reason why we put these in, because they're really freaking good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let us know if you want to keep that or pass it. Okay, yeah, it is BWE that Malam is hosting. Nice.
Oh, nice.
So I was saying, if you want to pick that, John, or if you want to pass and try again.
Pick or
You,
pass.
if you were here, you heard me rattle off what's in there. I might need to top off my cocktail. This is freaking good.
Bookers. Now I just want Bookers.
Okay, Adriana, you got to make this cocktail at home.
This sounds good. I'm legit going to look for that liqueur.
It's so good. It's probably one of my favorite cocktails we've ever made, and it has rye in it.
See, for me, yeah, like I can deal with rye in a cocktail. Like to me, that is where rye belongs.
Okay.
Like it.
In a cocktail.
Okay, we're going for number 4. He's going to go for number 4.
Because I'm going to pass that because I know what else is in these boxes.
Right? Yeah, I'm hoping for that book because I was saying it.
Dun, 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 dun. Holy shit.
Oh, a box in a box. It's butter.
A box in a box? It's a box in a box.
Pack 9?
Let's open the other box.
Right? Pack 9?
Oh, good Lord. See, I almost gave you administrative rights to this, Adriana.
You should have.
Ready? This is the Blood Oath Pack 9, headed your direction. Congratulations. We will make sure this makes it to your doorstep. Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh, that was awesome. Now, and all of that goes to Chris.
Rye belongs in my mouth, says Christine. Okay. And I did say that if we got 40, that we would do a third.
Right.
So we're going to do one more. Then we're going to get back to our case. And then we're going to do our Patreon Plinko.
We need the new number of entries.
How many entries? Oh, John T has the 6. Well, now you have the 9.
Okay. I have the 8.
Those of you that hung out, thank you, thank you, thank you. Those of you that donated, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to keep going a little longer, but I didn't want anybody to miss out on Light Time, who is also doing some fun stuff over there. So we're not going to be offended if you bail, but we're going to love it if you stay.
But if you can stick around for the rest of the Ks, you should.
Just do me one favor. Hit the like button if you leave.
Yes, please.
Hit the like button.
Pretty please.
All right, 50 entries left. Let's do this final drawing.
Oh, Mark said hi to Hammy. Am I picking the number again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nick, how old is Hammy? I think she's 9. 9. We're gonna go for 9.
9. What? What's wrong with Hammy?
The Vascos came to visit, and Hammy's afraid of everybody. But and the Vascos brought a couple of their friends over, and Mark Vasco's like a tall freaking dude. Him and Hammy, my pit bull, who's terrified of everything and everybody, they became best friends, and like she would not leave him alone, and he like couldn't move because he had to keep petting Hammy, and it was super, super cute. So Mark just said hi to Hammy.
Oh my gosh. So Ellie is afraid of tall men or men in suits.
Oh.
I'll never forget when my friend wore a suit to work, is tall, and
is tall.
To the house.
No.
And then he thought it'd be a great idea when she barked to bark back at her. To this day, she freaking hates him.
Oh, no. Maybe he thought he was like
Sugar Kitty. Sugar Kitty is the final winner.
This is
Sugar
hilarious
Kitty,
to me.
Pick a freaking box.
I picked that number because of my dog's age, and Sugar Kitty won. But my dog likes cats.
Sugar
She's good with
Kitty.
cats. In fact, my dog gets beat up by the cats. So,
How do you feel about that?
like, it's kind of a good thing. She's very much submissive.
Depends on what's in the box.
Right? Sugar Kitty, what's your number?
Meow.
Not 4 or 6. So 1 to 3 or 5.
I have mixed feelings now, but
I knew that might mess with you.
Which box you would like us to open for you? Number 1.
Number
All
1.
right, let's do it. All right, now I'm going to remember to solo this shit. Okay.
There we go. Sorry.
I'm so glad that you love me for who I am, guys, because I'd be screwed. All right, here we go. Number 1.
Shit show.
Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Is
American Prairie.
American Prairie.
Look on the side and see what it's finished in. On
This
that label,
one
yeah.
is Merlot, finished in a
Merlot.
Merlot barrel.
There we go. They're like, they finish in all kinds of crazy things. So it's like, that might help.
It's
with
kind of
somebody.
cool because I'm not Adriana, you know, I'm not a huge high West fan, but some of these finished ones they've been coming out with.
Same. It's funny. I do not like their normal bourbon, but I've actually.
The Boo-Rye was good.
I like their Boo-Rye, and I like their bourbon that's been finished in something. Like the American Prairie, when it's finished in something, generally much better.
Oh, Mullum.
No, Mullum.
So Sugar Kitty's deciding if they're going to keep the High West Merlot finished pick or pick a different box. All right, it hates me. It hates me so much. Okay.
Wow. So because I'm on here, I just finished my cocktail. So I brought a glass and a bottle to drink from for once I finish my cocktail. And of course, I'm on here, so I brought Eagle Rare, but I brought the one that's like the size of me. It's the 1.75 one.
Yay!
So it's gonna be good.
I love me some Eagle Rare.
Right? No. I was like, oh, this will be
We have
perfect.
like daddy, mommy, and baby Eagle Rare.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
I love the cute little bottles of stuff.
Sugar Kitty, we need to know if you want to keep that or if you want to try again.
The difficulty of trying to pour big bottle of Eagle Rare into Mini Glen is, I didn't think that part out.
Okay. Sugar Kitty, I like double rye, but Prairie not as much. Let's go to number 3. Okay.
Okey-doke. Have we seen number 3? I think we have, right? I think so.
No, we have not.
Oh, okay. It was number 2 then.
I know. I actually was thinking the same thing, but no.
I'm okay.
All right, we're going to solo it again. See, I'm getting better. Kathy Jo, be so proud.
I guess Booker's. I'm going to have that next.
We got ready? Dun dun. Livewire says, pretty sure that's a 750, Adriana, and a normal size one. Dun 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 dun.
I caught it. Oh, we have seen 3. Ha.
Huh?
We have seen 3.
Did we
Jack
see
Daniel's single barrel
three?
proof.
You're right. Single barrel proof.
Boom.
Yay!
Sugar
Sugar Kitty. This is yours. I can't remember if I have your information or not. Just in case, would you please email Kathy, Joe, and I at womenofwhiskies@gmail.com. Don't forget the S on the end of whiskeys or it won't go through. Hey. So that was all the winners for the mystery boxes. We're going to finish our case. Meanwhile, I'm going to take my face off the screen.
Oh, yeah.
I did.
Or just share it.
Meanwhile, we are going to still do the Patreon Plinko at the end of the case. So you do still have some time. Doesn't matter what level you are of patron. Any active patron is eligible to play the Plinko game for all the prizes.
For the song.
It's fun. Okay.
Immediately the song just starts going through my head.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to have to rewatch. I don't like rewatching streams because my voice is annoying to me. So we had John T. We had Sugar Kitty.
I got you.
We had
Mullum Russell's, John T. Bloodo, Sugar Kitty, Jack Daniels.
You're the freaking best.
I got you.
I love you. Okay. This layover is making me open my mini Jack Daniels single barrel.
Oh, cute.
Big Dick says congrats to the winners. Everybody, thank you. Thank you. Like I said, if you missed our stuff that we're giving away, Lifetime is doing one right now. All those proceeds go to the same place. So we're going to finish up our case. We're going to do Patreon Plinko. It's okay if you don't hang out. If you want to go over and check out Lifetime, cool. If you want to hang out with us, even better. All right.
Let's go find a body.
Let's do this. Are we ready? Okay. So Alyssa has said they're fine. Candy has said they're fine. Everybody's fine. But nobody can get a hold of his wife, right? Of Betty. So he waits a little longer. Then he calls back Richard. And he says, Richard says, well, the lights were on, but the doors were locked and the cars were in the garage. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. I appreciate that. So he's like, the cars are there, the door's locked, and the lights are on. And then he went, no, something's wrong. Get in the house. I don't care what you have to do. Find a way to get in that house. Something's wrong with my family. Figure it out.
Which also, props to Alan. So, I mean, he had this affair. He broke it off after this whole thing, wants to, actually do right by his family, and immediately just, felt like something was wrong and was like, no, just break in, whatever the fuck you have to do. I know that my wife and baby are okay.
Yeah. Because he only knows that one child is okay. He's not sure about the other one, right?
You can't really call a 1-year-old. So.
Okay, so at this point, Richard's like, got you. On it. All right. So he also calls another neighbor, Jerry, and asks him to go see what's going on. And Alan told Jerry, take the windows off, force the doors, whatever it takes, get in that freaking house, right? So Alan calls a third neighbor, Lester, and says, hey, man, go check. So the three neighbors, they ran into each other in the alley. And Richard's like, I have a realtor's key ring. It's full of different keys, but none of them will get him into the house, right? So they didn't work on the utility room door, but he placed the key into the front door, but at that point, the door was already unlocked. So I'm not sure what that means, but
also utility room. Is this how my dad's old apartment had a laundry room that you could lock that was outside the front door. It was not inside the apartment. Is that what we're thinking here? It's a room separate from the house, or another entrance to the house?
I'm thinking, because they said they came down the alley, so I'm thinking they came down the alley and there's a utility room and then a mud room. You go through the mud room and then into the house, so it's
okay.
additional to the back.
Yeah, so it's just a side entrance. Yeah, okay. That's what I was
I'm thinking.
I couldn't understand if it was a separate entity from the house.
Let's see if I can help. Hold on, I might have something that can help with this. Let's check it out.
You freaking have.
That's their house. That's the Gore's house. It is not the
Whoa,
alley,
that is weird.
but that's their house. So, yeah, this is the door that was unlocked, and then there's an
Right.
alley in
the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting. Okay.
I swear, and if you need to know where some of these pictures are copyrighted and cited, so those are in the description.
Right.
I did not just like blast their address. That's actually, as long as I cited, I'm okay to put that out.
And that's clearly like a picture from at that time. Like that's all been altered. You know that house has already been done up on freaking Fixer Upper. Like it doesn't look like that anymore.
So they walk around the house, and then they hear, oh my God, this just gets me. They hear the 1-year-old baby crying. So they find this baby in the crib crying, and they're like, they pick the baby up, and it's covered in its own poop. I mean, it's obviously been there for a while. It's hysterical. It's got poop everywhere. It's in the crib. It's hating life. And so Richard grabs the baby and runs back to his house to call the police. So bless him that like he grabs the baby and goes home. Doesn't stay there to call, which I mean,
don't know. He wants to get that baby
out of the situation.
Yeah.
The fact that he had enough clarity to do that, you don't know what's going on. The door was unlocked. Someone could still be in there.
They could still be there. Yeah. He's like, get it out. And if he's like right next door or something.
I don't know what the other two guys were doing, but I would hope and assume that at that point they're checking the house while he gets the baby out.
Yeah. I think
I'm thinking. They were being men.
You take the baby.
Or Adriana. Because Adriana would be like, I got this bitch.
I'm like, I'm clearing the house.
I'd be like,
you
I
go.
got the baby.
Yeah. I'd be like, I don't know what to do with the baby, so you take it.
So, yes, Jerry and Lester, they do continue to search the house, and they get to the utility room, the one they couldn't get into. Remember? I'm assuming utility room is like either a mud room or like where the hot water heater is kept. But that's where they find Betty.
Yeah.
On a quick glance, they thought maybe she shot herself. Mm-hmm. So they tell Alan, "Hey, man, we found Betty. I think she shot herself." And he's like, "We don't have any guns. Like, we don't have guns. We don't know where to get guns. That's highly unlikely."
Yeah.
And so they start searching the house a little more. The police show up. And that's when the police, I don't know why the other guys, did you find anything? Like, I don't know why the other guys didn't see this, but she had 41 axe cuts on her.
I thought about this, and I feel like, so you walk into a room, if you imagine like what a person who has been attacked and hit 41 times with an axe might look like, it's going to be a lot of blood. Most of us are going to assume, yep, they're definitely already dead. There's no CPR or anything I can do. Yeah. And B, I'm not coming any closer to that freaking body. Like, I don't want to touch anything or whatever. Mm-hmm. So they just see a body laying there, a shit ton of blood.
Okay. I get
it. Like, and that the head is like in pieces or whatever, whatever it is like,
I can see, because you're
mangled.
Not gonna think,
so it's like maybe it was a shotgun blast to the head or something, like they're just.
You're not going to think someone took a friggin' axe to them.
Yeah. And I always wonder how they figure out exactly how many times it was hit.
Real quick, Adriana.
Yeah.
Someone just popped in to say, I'm just here to say love y'all. Still at the event and can't listen, but I'm so excited to listen to the whole replay on the way home.
I hope she's having a blast, though.
Okay. First of all, don't listen to the replay. My voice is annoying. It's bad enough that people have to listen to it the first time.
Listen to the replay. Listen for the part where I realize my mic is backwards.
Oh my God. Yes. She got the sexy voice. Sexy voice.
Like, oh. This is what
okay. So they have established that she was hit 41 times by an axe, 28 times on her head and face.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So I think the worst part was, she saw it coming.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So they also said that a lot of this was done before she even lost consciousness.
Yeah.
Which I mean, they must have been hitting just right because it's your head and
You
face.
would think you'd pretty quickly lose consciousness. I saw that also that 40 of the 41 hits were hit while the heart was still beating. Like they know she was alive for 40 of the 41 hits.
Yeah. So the last one is what took her out.
Yeah, it's finally.
No, she could have been unconscious at that point.
Right, yeah. And it's probably hard to guess when she or the order or any, but oh my God.
So when the police realize this, right, they start looking around. They find a bloody footprint in the laundry room.
Mm-hmm.
It matched a flip-flop of hers that she tried to throw in the trash. They found a bloody thumbprint on the freezer door. And then they found blood and hair in the shower, which means whoever did this took a shower at her house. Which I don't know. This is purely speculation. Nothing said this. But I was thinking about how Richard said the doors were locked, right? But then they went back and the door was unlocked. So either Richard only tried the utility door or she was in there taking a shower with the door locked. That's just me. I didn't see anything about that. That's just me thinking.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I don't know what the times were as far as when she left in the morning from getting the bathing suit to when she. Yeah, I saw this too, Christine. I was really so tired. I agree. 41 times? Are you freaking kidding?
Tim says, led our SWAT team on a forced entry into a mobile home. First guy in living room shot multiple times in the head. Second guy hit with an axe in the back of the head.
Oh.
I can't even.
Oh.
Okay.
But it's going to take a hot sec to figure that out, right? You don't just at a bare glance, oh, that's shot one. Oh, that's that, oh man, okay. That's just nuts.
So Alan finally cops to the affair, right?
Yeah. So initially they ask the cops, are asking him or whatever. And he's no, everything was good. Everything was fine, blah, blah, blah. And then a couple days later, he gets back in contact with police. He's okay, actually, I was having an affair. I did end it though.
7 months ago.
Yeah. It's been a while. It's not this was ongoing or super fresh or anything. So it's kind of reasonable that Alan wouldn't totally and they had made it very clear it was never a love affair. It was a transcendental sex affair.
And they were all still friends. There was still this friend circle.
Yeah.
So Alan probably didn't put two and two together.
Yeah, I doubt he highly suspected Candy. It might have crossed his brain, but he probably was no, that'd be nuts. Why would she do that now? But 13 days afterwards, after Betty was found and killed, Candy actually turned herself in, was released on bail, and she hired some lawyer who was just from her church. That's the lawyer she knew. So she hired him, and he was just a personal injury lawyer. He'd never done
chaser.
He'd never done any this type of crime law.
Capital murder. Okay.
Yeah. That's who she hires. But in fairness, this Don Crowner gave it his all, and certainly put in a good effort.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So he hired a psychiatrist, Dr. Faison. And at first, he came in to do a one-time sort of thing or whatever, and then he got
a consultation thing to see, are you freaking batshit?
Yeah. Are you batshit? Are you worth being involved in a case with or whatever kind of thing? But he got really interested in the whole case. And so according to him, and this is hard for me to understand without any psychology back, to know how believable or how likely or any of this is. But so according to him, so he put her under hypnosis. And during this hypnosis, she actually confessed all the details of the event. And he says that she basically had a dissociative event. So where you kind of dissociate from yourself, everything happens, and you don't really understand that was real life afterwards, if you even truly remember it afterwards. So it seems it could have been a dream.
Here's the thing though, if you think about when this took place, like hypnosis was like a magic trick. It wasn't like you go see a psychiatrist and they hypnotize you. That wasn't the norm back then.
Yeah. And like it's not like stuff was being monitored, like now like they'd be monitoring your heartbeat or whatever kind of thing, as like it just like you are getting sleepy or whatever it is.
I will snap my fingers 3 times.
Yeah, you are super relaxed.
Like, assholes. Okay.
I have my doubts. But I don't know. So during this, the way she confessed to it though was basically that it was self-defense. Mm-hmm. And so that she'd gone over there, and Betty had I'm a little bit out of order from my notes here, but basically she went over there. Betty, they hung out. She went to pick up Betty's daughter's swimsuit because their daughters were good buddies. So she went there to get the swimsuit and was like, is it cool if your daughter stays over and sleeps over and watches a movie with my daughter tonight? And she's like, yep, that'll be totally fine. They do that all the time. But then after like a little bit casual small talk, supposedly, according to Candy, then Betty is just like, hey, did you have an affair with my husband? And initially, Candy's like, no. And I imagine Betty clearly had figured out something.
Pretty sure Betty knew what the hell was
going on. Yeah, I think it's interesting.
It's good tabs on her husband,
right? But it's like, I think it's interesting. It's like 6 or 7. Maybe that's when she felt ready to like, maybe confront
she didn't want to be wrong, so she like
had investigated for a bit. Yeah, like maybe she found some things that built up her suspicions. Mm-hmm. But she, so finally Candy admits it, and Betty stands up, walks away into this utility room, and then comes back with an axe.
Now this is this Candy's recount? This is Candy.
This is all according to Candy's hypnotic confession.
Oh, that's right. She's under hypnosis.
Her hypnotic confession from her dissociative event that she doesn't really remember, but she does. I don't know. So then she comes back. So Betty, the victim, comes back with this axe, angry and upset that Candy slept with her husband. And she threatened Candy, but then she like kind of backed off. And Candy apologized. Yeah, other people call bullshit too. I don't know. I'm trying to like be open-minded here. Yeah. But so Candy tried to apologize. Betty was mad. So according to Candy, Betty attacked her. And they struggled for a bit.
Wait. Real quick, I have to ask everyone, including you, Adriana.
Yeah.
She ran into the back and grabbed an axe.
Yeah.
She said, of all the things in my house, I know where there's an axe, and I'm going to swing this at you and kill you for having sex with the husband that I don't even really like right now.
Yeah, that she's just like in this weird control thing.
I'm just saying.
And like she didn't like just grab a knife that was nearby. Like
I wouldn't grab an axe. Like, and I'm a pissed off bitch half the time.
Right?
I would not grab an axe.
I would 100% grab a knife. I don't know that I'd go get an axe. Like you'd have to go out. Well, I don't know where their utility room is, but I just imagine if you're hanging out with your supposed friend.
Yeah, you're not hanging out in the bedroom.
Right.
Yeah.
Super anger versus self-defense. Right. So anyways. So Candy says that Betty's mad and like tries to attack her with the axe, and supposedly like the axe like hits her like here, like along the hairline.
She got an owie.
Does she actually have like? I know they said that there were. Yeah, there was like some cuts and stuff on her hands.
They never said whether or not they didn't actually.
Yeah, but according to her, she got a cut along the hairline, and there was blood coming down her face. So, and I'm going to go a little bit out of order from what the notes are, but just how it makes sense in my head. According to Candy, she has some sort of, this is where it really gets a stretch to me. She has some sort of trauma from when she was a kid where she was injured by a sharp object. And then her mom takes her to the hospital, and like while they're waiting, her mom is like, going like this and being like, shh, don't cry. Like, what will people think? Like, don't make a scene in the hospital while like we're waiting to get your stitches or what. And then she had like blood on her head from that. And so now this chick hits her in the head with an axe and they're still fighting. And Betty says, shh, and does this, which is a bizarre thing to me.
I need to now hit you 41 times with an axe because you shushed me like my mom did when I was a kid.
Because of this supposedly like incredibly traumatic event. And I'm like, your response to that incredibly traumatic event was to strike out in rage and try to kill the other person with an axe? I don't think
you were having an affair with her husband. Okay, yeah.
Right?
William Hall brings up a very good point.
Yeah, right? Like that all the time when somebody stabs somebody else to death, there's like slippage wounds where they, because as the knife gets covered in blood, the hand slips and they get little cuts and stuff. And I think
with
this
an
is the
axe,
same
you
thing
know,
that
she's
happened.
grabbing that big handle.
Yeah.
As she's trying to save herself.
Grabbing, if there's any splinters, if she's like getting it stuck and then having to take it out and pull it up from the top. Oh, which is a horrible thought.
Oh,
I'm like,
I just saw brain matter in my.
Yeah, I'm like upset that I just like explained it in that detail. I'm upset with myself. I apologize.
Well, this is no longer monetized.
So, but supposedly all of that happened. Betty is mad at her, tries to attack her, gets this blood on her face. Candy grabs the axe by the blade, knocks Betty off balance, and then knocks down Betty. Supposedly now, Betty gets back up and like traps Candy in the room. Slippage wound. Like traps her in the room and they keep fighting. And that's when Betty like does the thing at her, which to me is like a bizarre thing to do in a fight. But I don't know. Maybe if you're like a weird,
you're yielding an axe at someone and then you go,
shh. What? You're gonna wake the baby? Like you're throwing an axe at me, supposedly. So, because she got shushed by Betty, Candy went into this dissociative state, in total rage, and kept striking until Betty was dead 41 times, 40 of which occurred while Betty's heart was still beating. All because she was shushed, and that caused a dissociative state.
Wait, so not only did she make the mistake of shushing, she let her husband have an affair.
Yeah, that's all on her, obviously. Like,
good Lord.
What are you doing with your man? Why aren't you calling him more often?
Yeah. I mean, come on now. Hi, John Cloud.
What's up, John Cloud? She's a ninja grabbing the axe. But I know, like, I don't know. A lot of things are not adding up during this hypnosis state.
I don't understand so many things that this chick said. So, I mean, in reality, if you're trying to play devil's advocate,
right?
If this truly happened, if this school teacher went and grabbed an axe, not a hatchet, grabbed an axe out of the utility room and went ballistic because you finally admitted you were having the affair that she thought you were having, she hits you in the hairline with it, you're now scared and fighting for your life, and you say something and she shushes you because I'm going to stop hitting you with an axe and go, shh. I don't know. I mean,
like I'm
trying to play devil's advocate because if she was batshit, let's just say Betty was a batshit elementary school teacher.
Right.
All of it would make sense except for the fact that once you hit someone with an axe, are you going to pause at all? At all?
Like, I would think so somebody, so I've gone into my crazy state because I got shushed, which is apparently so fucking rare and so traumatizing. I have to attack somebody with an axe 41 times. Like, you would think, okay, like, oh my God, I'm in self-defense mode. I need to get the fuck out of here. Attack with the axe. I don't even know what's happening. You hit like a couple of times. That person's no longer attacking you. And you're just
done.
Like, good. I'm like, I need to get out. Like, they're not trying to get at me anymore. I can run away and get out. Like, I don't think it would take that many attacks by an axe to stop this school teacher from coming at you.
Right?
Long enough that you could get away.
If it was triggering to be shushed, Kathy Joe would hit me with an axe so long ago. Not even kidding.
Like, why is like, and that's the thing, like her supposed, triggering moment, like, doesn't sound like it was all that traumatizing. Like she wasn't shushed and then attacked, and terribly harmed. Like, so it doesn't make sense. And always shush myself afterwards.
Okay.
So now she goes to trial. She's confessed. Yeah. This is all on record. She's confessed under this hypnosis. This is on trial.
So she got hypnotized, which made her confess everything.
Yeah.
And then she says, oh, wait, I'm crazy.
And like my thing too about the trial though is that so 3 of the people apparently like were friends with her or her lawyer, and yet they were on the jury.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they were on the jury.
That. I didn't get that part.
I know this is bumfuck Texas, but like,
well, if they didn't do a change of venue, that would make sense.
It's a bit of a conflict of interest. Yeah, like they should have put it in a different area.
It's kind of an incestuous little town.
Yeah. But maybe because it played in her favor, the lawyer didn't push for them to move to a different area or whatever. Right. So she pled self-defense. The trial lasted only 8 days. She did take a polygraph test that said she was being honest, because everybody knows polygraph tests are the most reliable of tests.
Especially back then. Back then, they
especially back then. Super reliable. Not at all 50-50, which has been proven.
Adriana, you're so sarcastic.
What? What? I don't know what you're talking about. But like defense attorney argues, like, you could have just left the house before the full 41 blows with an axe. That might have been a bit excessive. Pretty sure when I shushed her. Yeah, exactly. Don't shush your wife.
Don't shush your wife.
And so not only, okay, so she's in self-defense mode, but then directly after she takes a shower there, and then for days afterwards is acting 100% normal. Everything is fine. Goes back to the woman she murdered's daughter staying at her house.
Yes.
That poor daughter growing up later and being like, I was friends with the daughter of my mom's murderer. I was at their house. Like, what the fuck?
And not to mention, I mean, if you are that traumatized, you take a shower.
Yeah, my thing is like self-defense.
Garbage.
But like normally self-defense, it's like, you freeze for a while. Maybe you sit there for an hour like, oh my God, what the fuck just happened? I can't believe this happened. I can't believe they attacked me like we were friends, blah, blah, blah. And then like, to me, the smart thing to do would just be like, call the cops and be like, I like just killed somebody out of self-defense. Like they were going to kill me and I don't know what to do. And I'm not going to leave this 1-year-old child by its fucking self here and act like everything is normal. Like, what? And I'm going to leave it there and be like, I don't know what's happening. What? Everything is fine.
Here's the thing, though. They do this whole trial thing, right?
Yeah.
It lasts 8 days.
Verdict takes 3.5 hours. Only 3.5 hours of deliberation. And they find her
there. I mean,
yeah, they find her not guilty due to Texas's stand your ground law.
Okay, are you guys familiar with stand your ground? Because Idaho has stand your ground. Does Utah?
I don't know.
Stand your, I swear to God. So when my teenage daughter broke up with her boyfriend and he became like stalker 5.0, Will was like, dude, it's Idaho. Stand your ground. I will grab you by the collar, pull you over my threshold, and shoot you. Stand your ground, man. You can get away with so much. Like if someone comes in your home or threatens your home or threatens, you can take their ass out.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's good or not. John Cloud in for Mike.
But this wasn't at her home.
What?
This was not at her home.
I know. That's what I didn't understand.
This is at fucking Betty's home.
But she's saying that she was attacked and she was defending herself. So I don't understand why that platform, unless Texas reads it differently than Idaho, but I don't understand why yes, self-defense. If this actually went down this way, self-defense. But stand your ground. I don't know about that.
It's a hell of self-defense, man. Like, talk about
Okay,
going
so
all
real quick, I just have to say one thing to John
John
Cloud.
Cloud.
John Cloud, I'm so sorry you weren't here. We've already done the drawing. I love that you put Mike in for 4 entries. We did an early drawing at 7:00 because all the money was going to a member of our community that is going through some horrible medical things. And we want to be able to kick everybody over to Lifetime. So we did it early. I appreciate the donation. I appreciate the thought. I'm so sorry. We are still doing Patreon Plinko. So if you are a patron and that happens to be you, you're more than welcome to throw that over to Livewire. But thank you for that. I will take your entries and put them into the fundraiser.
Okay, so they count for like next week's giveaway or something?
That is a great idea. Okay, so let's take, I'm going to write it down. 4 for Mike.
John Cloud 4 to Mike. Yeah.
John Cloud. See, that's why Adriana's on here, because she keeps me balanced. We all see the shit show since Kathy Joe's not here, so.
It's never a shit show when it's just the two of you. It's organized and perfectly smooth. So.
Yeah. Next week. Okay, so Livewire, we're going to put those entries in for you next week. John Cloud, that money will go to help out Chris Reggie with his situation. So thank you. Okay. Got it. All I saw was Lone Wanderer saying,
stay strapped or get clapped.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. All I saw was stay strapped or get clapped. But then I scrolled up and I really hope we're talking about the Roomba.
I'm more confused about stand your ground includes a Roomba strapped with what, like you can shoot the Roomba? You're still going to blow up.
I don't really know. Okay. You know what? I love you, but I'm so confused.
Anyway, she was found not guilty.
What the frick? Frack?
Right? Yeah, I'm bamboozled.
Oh. Okay, Tim Robertson actually clarified for us. Says you can use it anywhere. You have a right to be, and if you initiate the action. So, anywhere you have the right to be. Okay, so she had the right to be there. I know. I was looking for a pour.
I'm like, I can't like still hear if I walk over to get. I was gonna get Jack Daniels or something, so I'm like, well, I'll just close more. You go.
TMI, I'm sitting on a leather stool with shorts, and it's warm in Idaho.
Oh, that's gonna squeak. Oh, you got lucky it didn't squeak.
I know. I was just saying in case it sounded like something else.
Yeah, it's like just in case. See, my job doesn't allow shorts. So I wear long jeans every day. Doesn't matter the fucking temperature.
It's a dressy romper that I wore with heels. So.
Oh, cute.
No. And then I took them off the minute I got home. And I sleep with
the heels.
So that helps.
Yes. I sometimes wear heels to work just so that I can reach the shelves that the reagents are on with.
I totally thought you were going to say sometimes sleep with the boss.
Sleep with the boss?
Well, because I was like,
you sleep with the boss.
Sometimes.
I do not sleep with my boss. I love my boss. He's a wonderful person. Absolutely does not happen. Thank you very much. Nick Proman is watching.
Okay, 5th quarter tailgate. I'm just saying it has been a little warm. I love warm. But in this bar, if you saw it, it's freaking hot out here.
It's going to trap there. Yeah.
I'm actually not too hot. It's just the leather stool because I'm so short. I need height.
I was not hot, and then I brought my hair down because I was like, oh, I feel fine. And now I'm like, oh, yeah, greenhouse effect.
John Cloud says, I was trying to tag Mike that I was in for 4. I'm so sorry, John, that I misunderstood that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give Mike 4 for next week. And I'm going to give you 4 for next week because that was fucked up of me. I'm so sorry.
We both misunderstood. We've both been drinking. We both had doubles of our cocktails and then switched to whiskey and are going through this insanity case.
I'm going to tell you right now, Kathy Joe is going to be, she's going to come back and be like, what the hell did you do?
You demolished it. You slaughtered it.
So,
you axed it into 41 pieces.
I know Kathy Jo well enough and I love her. I know she would not disagree with any of this, but we always ask, and we're a partnership. We ask, right? So I said, hey, how do you feel about this donation thing? She's like, oh my God, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Then she got busy at her thing, and I knew I couldn't ask her about should we put a bottle in everything. So I did it because I know she would be fine with it. Just like I know she'd be like, wow, Michelle, you fucked up. Yes, they should both get entries next week.
Yeah. No, yeah. She'd absolutely would. He went out and frosting without his hat melting. Aw. I'm like reading all the comments about the heat.
I'm like,
yeah. I have like my AC turned off also so that it doesn't make weird.
So we bought this portable AC. We have AC pumped into the bar, but it's like the last on the run, so it's not great.
Yeah.
So we bought this, thanks to the patrons. We had enough to buy this like AC that goes in the corner. But I forgot to do all the stuff you have to do because I worked late and showed up. So I'm like, I'm babied by it.
Yeah.
It's not that hot. It's
not too bad.
It's fine.
At least it's a drier heat than like the South. I'm just saying it makes a difference.
So, the psychiatrists were the ones saying the dissociative.
Yeah.
Kathy. Sorry, Kathy.
No,
I swear. Not yet. Candy was like, I'm crazy. I'm this. I'm that. And I remember I read this article, and I think it was in our thumbnail. She was like, my psychiatrist helped me remember, and I hope they can help me forget. If that doesn't sound like that was
you're right,
thought out meticulously.
Yeah. Oh, this will be a nice plan.
Of all the things that I try to look at everything from both sides when I'm doing these, but there was so much manipulation in this that it was hard. It was really hard to try and be unbiased.
I have I have major questions and issues. Like, if you were truly innocent and this was truly out of self-defense, you would not have been able to act normal. Like, you would not have been able to go back home to the daughter of the woman you just murdered out of self-defense. You wouldn't have been able to talk to her husband and been like, what? No, I'm sure everything is fine. Like, don't even worry about it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, you would have been like pressuring him.
Like, here's your dad.
Yeah. And if anything, you would have been pressuring for somebody to go check it out because there's a 1-year-old in that house alone, in a house with her.
As a mom, could you be like, hey, I killed my best friend and I left her 1-year-old there for 13 hours in its own poop and his dead mother. What mom can do that?
Red flag, red flag, red flag. And my thing is like, and I know, different people have different responses, obviously, to different situations. But like, so you've just been in a self-defense situation. You've been attacked by your friend. You're in shock. Like, I don't know, the extent of trying to cover it up that she does try to do for days and days. I mean, it doesn't sound like self-defense to me.
Right. Well, she's saying that she was crazy. Okay, whatever. So back then, I mean, it is different now. Like, I think that you have more people that can evaluate that kind of stuff now than back then.
Yeah.
I think they were kind of floundering.
Yeah.
And you can't be tried more than once, right? And I know that people now, when I was digging into this, I found where there was like people going, God, I wish we could try her again. You know?
Right. Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah, it wasn't mistrial. She was found not guilty.
And here's the thing. So I have another little picture. So her and Pat, don't forget about Pat, right? Pat, her husband, right?
Pat, yeah.
So there wasn't a lot on what he was doing during this, but here's them leaving the courthouse after she's found not guilty.
God, that is
what the hell? Just
a part of me is like, bless his heart for trying so hard to believe her and stand by the woman he loved after knowing she cheated on him then knowing she killed the wife of the man he cheated on her with. And he's like still trying to fucking like stand by her and they stay together for a couple years.
But here's the thing. Right before all this happened, so because there was like a 7-month period of time, right? Yeah. Since the affair ended. He's looking back, he's hearing her story, her court like revelations, right? From the hypnosis. And he's like, well, I was friends with this guy.
Mhm.
Like, we were all friends. And you're telling me he's not pissed off? I don't
Right?
know.
Yeah. Like they were all friends.
I'm looking.
I don't know,
thought I
but he
had.
had known about the affair. He knew before the murder about the affair.
Wait, did he?
Yeah, he had found some card.
That's right. Yeah.
And he knew about the affair and thought it was like his fault. Like he's that type, like he's that type.
oh,
Like he was
shit,
so in love with
this
her,
would be
I think, that
better.
he was just like, it's my fault. She went and had an affair. I wasn't giving her transcendental sex, so like she had
Well,
to go
I
have
mean,
an affair.
If you're not getting what is it?
Transcendental, like
Yes.
if you're not seeing the
You're not getting
stars,
that kind of sex, then I mean, you should
right?
have an affair.
Like, damn. No,
Okay.
no wonder Betty was so protective of her man. It was that good.
I mean, she didn't know that, but okay. All right. So
Anyways,
after the fact, right? So she's found not guilty, no jail time, scot-free. Her friend is dead. 2 kids without a mom. Husband who I guarantee you feels some freaking guilt over this shit, right? I mean, part of me, like my heart, I know he screwed around on his wife, but oh my God, I couldn't imagine living with that. Like my heart goes out to him.
Yeah.
It really does.
I do not approve of cheating, by any stretch of the imagination. But he had already broken it off months before this all, had tried to like rededicate to, his new baby daughter and everything, and had been so adamant where when he called and his wife wasn't picking up, that he called 3 neighbors back to back, like whatever you have to do, break in the fucking door, get in there and check on them kind of thing. Yeah. To me, that speaks of like, he has, really invested himself in that marriage and everything, like he made a huge mistake. Yes. But like, is he the worst dude on the planet? Absolutely not.
I mean, he probably should have fessed up at some point to his wife after he broke it off.
Yeah.
But I get the fear because it sounds like their marriage wasn't so great.
And if it was like finally starting to mend, he might have felt like
they had littles,
now's not the time to tell her about this huge fuck up or whatever, and it's done and it's over with.
But I cannot imagine the guilt you would carry. You would carry so much guilt.
Yeah.
Candy. We're gonna show it one more time. As we look at this picture of this happy couple. Oh shit, where'd they go? See, that was so fluent and I fucked it up.
It would have been so
good. Oh my God, Kathy Jo, where are you?
Kathy Jo.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So this happy couple leaving the courthouse. She is not guilty. She's not going to jail. She's not doing a single day. Not a single day in jail, right? And they're screaming, everyone around the courthouse screaming, murderer! 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 I wish Kathy Jo could say it. She'd say it better.
Murderer.
Murderer. That's it. So her and her husband, so they leave Texas after the trial. They're like, we got to get the hell out of Texas. Everybody like hates us. So they leave. And it is said that he moved away and changed his name to James.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can you blame the guy?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong. And his life is forever fucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah, he's literally just 100% bystander.
Fucked. So he goes to the name of James. They divorced in 1984.
Which is 4 years after the trial ended. Like
I'm hoping they separated prior to, but I don't know. It didn't say. Maybe I don't know.
It did take a couple years at least though for that shit to
there had to be
fully
a media
unravel.
Storm. How could you make a major decision?
True. You gotta wait around for all of that to die down, change things up, see how 4 years
is a long time to be like, so you had an affair, you killed the wife.
And to make sure you don't shush. Make sure you don't do any shushing. Imagine living with somebody that you literally know. The whole country knows she has confessed to it all because somebody shushed her. Like, does she attack them with an axe 41 times? Like, man.
But here's the question. If you've been married that long.
You've never shushed? granted, Nick has never been dumb enough to shush me. So
I don't know that I've been sure. I've been
yeah,
I've
yeah,
gotten
yeah,
that. Or
yeah,
can I finish? I've
yeah,
gotten
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But I
That's
think
too sweet, probably.
I think if you've been married that long, at some point you would be like, I have seen this side of her, or I don't know that she has that in that. I don't know.
Mhm,
Anyway,
mhm.
my point was,
If this happened with me, Nick would be like, "No, that adds up. That makes sense."
yeah, if I was like, so
Not
I
the
had
cheating, just the murder.
PTSD, if I said to Will, she shushed me and I lost my shit, he'd be
Yeah.
like, that tracks.
Like, yeah, that tracks exactly. Like that's legit. The cheating, he'd be shocked by the
Right.
oh, she
He'd be
shushed
like,
you
did that?
and you lost your shit. No,
You know?
that
Okay. No, actually, you know what Will would say, honestly? He'd be like, there is no freaking way you picked up an axe.
Nick would be
Okay,
like,
so-
not the machete?
They got divorced. She went back to her maiden name of Wheeler. He took on the name of James. He's Alan Gore. I don't wanna
I
say
know.
Al.
The
I know,
amount
every
of
time I
times
say
while
Al Gore.
listening, I'm like, what? Okay.
Alan Gore. He left town and immediately got married. He lost custody of his kids to Betty's parents, and now he's divorced. And since then, he has reconnected with his kids, and they're all trying to heal, which I think is awesome. I mean, not awesome that he got married and divorced, but you know what? That had to be a very tragic time, and I'm not going to judge anyone for their decisions.
No,
All these
yeah.
articles were like, he immediately got married. So what?
No, he's just like, that's just like roller coaster emotions, trying to like move on and not understanding how long that can take.
Since then, him and his kids are reconnecting. Candy, she has like kind of tried to stay out of the public eye. She hasn't done like interviews. She did participate in a book. It was
Evidence
of Love. She did that. There's been a couple of like movies or series. There was Jessica Biel played her in 2022, and she reached out, and Candy's like didn't even respond.
Yeah,
didn't even. Elizabeth Olsen did not reach out during the HBO Love and Death because she knew that Candy was like, screw you all, do not reach out to me. And she's like, you know what? This chick needs her space.
She's like, cool. Still doing the story.
Good at still doing the story, but I'm not going to impede on your privacy. I'm just going to tell your fucking story.
Yeah, but I'm going to talk about it.
I'm just going to throw it up everywhere. It's fine.
I'm going to make it in everybody's, cheese man. But like, okay, but the best part though is what did she start doing as a job when she left Texas? This is true. It's motherfucking true.
Motherfucking true.
If Big Vic is here, he will tell you.
Adriana, we're going to do a Patreon Plinko in a minute. But real quick, we have 22 still left in here.
What?
That's 22 people that can show up and support your life work. Can you tell them about it?
Yes. Okay. So, July 23rd, I'm doing an Alzheimer's fundraiser. I do this every year. I've actually done it really for like 11 or 12 years now. My abuelo had Alzheimer's for 20 years, which is actually very unusual. My abuela took care of him.
That's grandma, right?
Yeah, my grandfather had it in Puerto Rico, and my grandmother was the one taking care of him until my dad moved back to Puerto Rico to take care of him in his final years with it. And he passed away during the pandemic. But for the longest time, I've known that that's something like, it's something that terrifies me, others getting, my dad, my mom, anybody. But that as a scientist, I wanted to dedicate my life to and do research on. And actually, my current job is my dream job, where I get to do Alzheimer's research. I was postdoc in it for 2 years, and now I just am officially a staff scientist in an Alzheimer's research lab. We're doing super cool work, but like literally anything I can do to help the cause. So my job, and anybody who knows me knows I dedicate day and night to my job. I will get up at any time. I will sleep the night in the lab. I will do whatever it takes for my research, but also to raise awareness and raise funds. And so this Alzheimer's fundraiser is for the Alzheimer's Association, which not only provides like grants and funding for research, but also provides a lot of the resources and funding for caregivers. So if somebody is diagnosed with Alzheimer's, them and their family and whoever, you know, works with them and everything can work through the Alzheimer's Association and get resources for that. So every penny in this fundraiser goes to the Alzheimer's Association. They do a great job with how they distribute their money. And I do post that and everything and share that. There's a bunch of bottles that you can win from. And if you're
So
interested,
many bottles.
yeah. And it just keeps, you know, that list keeps growing as we get closer to the date. So if you're interested in donating a bottle, feel free to contact me, email me, whiskey.mountains7@gmail.com or Instagram, which is just Whiskey Mountains.
If you couldn't write that down, email me. I'll send you all the information.
Yeah. If you have pretty, you know, a lot of the people's contact, you know, any of the common people in Whiskey Tubes contact, somebody will be able to help you get a hold of me.
I have followed this fundraiser for years, and I'm going to tell you right now, we all come together as a community for people that are in need. This is different. This is Adriana's life. Like the first time I met her in person, we were in the back of a car and she lit up talking about her research for Alzheimer's. Like I talked about it to Will for days. Like I was so mesmerized by the way she lit up about this.
Yeah.
So I know there's always a fundraiser. There's always, we're doing one tonight, which I very much believe in, but I know there's always a fundraiser. I am telling you, this is not just a fundraiser. This is a passion.
Yeah.
And Audrey, do you know how many bottles were donated last year?
I want to say it was like 70.
Yeah, there was a ton of baller bottles that you can win.
Yeah.
So, and I'm hoping, we talked about it a little bit, it might take place in Idaho. It might take place in Utah. We don't know.
We might actually be doing it in Idaho as like a fun get together.
Thank you for dropping her email.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
John T wants to know, what is your goal this year? Is it 40K?
So last year, so the first year we broke 10K, we hit 11K. And then last year we hit 16,000. I don't like to set like actual standard goals, you know, like every year more and more other fundraisers crop up and everything, and people have different causes that are going to draw their hearts and whatever. So like, as long as we raise for the Alzheimer's Association, I'm like legit going to be really excited. I'm very much that person.
I would say the goal would be more awareness, not necessarily monetary. Like,
and also awareness that we are all affected.
In a stream and you have an opportunity to mention it or bring it up, or if you're with friends, you can give them the link. It doesn't have to be Whiskey Tube. I think the goal right now should be awareness of the fundraiser.
Yeah. If you can share the link on your Facebooks or whiskey groups or other groups or whatever, like nobody has to be present to win as long as you've entered via that link. The easiest way to find that link, to be honest, is going to whiskeymountains.com. Like that's the easiest thing to remember.
Whiskeymountains.com.
Yeah. There's an Alzheimer's fundraiser page on there. It's like right there. As soon as you go to whiskeymountains.com, you'll see it. That's got the link. It's got the prize list. It's got everything you need to know about the fundraiser. You can donate early. You don't have to be there on the day of the fundraiser or anything. I'll contact every single person who wins that night. I stay up late and I contact every single person, put them in contact with the donors. Like, you know, you will be put in touch and you will get your prize and everything. But like, it really is about I'm 100, like I'm a person who, my boss and I will message each other at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning about something that's really cool. Like, you know, like data comes in or whatever. Like, oh my God, how cool is this? Like, what if it means that kind of thing? Like, it's my night and day. I listen to like audio readings of papers about Alzheimer's. Like, it 100% my life.
It is. Like, look at her light up while she's talking about it. Like, it's not just, I want to raise money for Alzheimer's. It's like, my heart is on the table.
And the fact that Whiskey Tube has made this whole major thing happen every year, and it's grown into other things, and it's just
Adriana, I have to tell you, so I'm looking at Malam's comment. He says, how do we enter? Sorry if you already mentioned it.
yeah.
First of all, he didn't say what can we win. He said how do we enter for it?
I appreciate it.
There are a few different things. You can go to whiskeymountains.com. It's going to give you all the stuff you need to go to. There are a couple different things. If you don't want to enter to win, or if you want to do something extra, you can donate anything. You can donate a bottle. You can donate a flight board. You can donate anything you want that you want to offer to put into the drawing for people to win. You can do that.
I mean, like, you know, it feels almost callous to be like, you know, the prize list is a big attraction or whatever, but it's a big attraction.
It's huge, and it's a big freaking list.
Yeah,
it's a good baller list.
So like the more donations for sure on the prize list, like the better. We've gotten better and better and more efficient every year with how we do the winning and everything, so that it's not like this really long, boring thing or whatever. Like, you know,
so she's a spreadsheet tracking kind of gal. I'm going to tell you right now, it is by the board. I mean, she's got this shit down.
Yeah.
But I will say, if you don't know how to, if you have questions, if you don't know how to reach her, reach out to me. I'll put you in contact. It's fine.
Yeah.
So
it should be fairly easy to get a hold of me. So yeah.
All right. That's the 23rd of July. She might be here. She might be there. We don't know yet.
It'll be a Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Whether I'm in Utah or Idaho is up in the air. But either way, it's going to be a good time. And normally lots of the big channels and stuff, you know, get involved in some kind of way and are all really sweet and kind and supportive, which is like just another cool thing about this community.
And it's also the day after Kathy Jo's birthday. So maybe we could just donate in the name of Kathy Jo's birthday.
I heard that she loves that as a birthday present. That's really what I heard.
Okay, so I know you guys have hung out way longer than we usually do. We may keep chatting, but let's do Patreon Plinko, because I'm sure there's people going, frick, this is going forever. So, if you are a patron, I know that Kathy Jo has a thing here. I'm going to try and find it. If you are a patron, do all this stuff. You're going to do hashtag Plinko in the, what the frick? Oh, I lied. I suck. Oh, here we go.
Was it ready? Or do we need to
do it? If you are a hashtag, if you are a patron, if you are an active patron, please do hashtag Plinko in the comments, and we are going to give you a shot to play the Plinko. Are we ready for this shit? Are we going to do this? I'm going to do it without Kathy Jo. I put this up here because Kathy Jo's in charge of grabbing it, and I felt like I might just throw it and drop it and
get it there safely beforehand.
Yeah. All right, guys, here we go. All the patrons.
Patreon Plinko. It's a game to play. With whiskey in our hands, we made your day. Support the show. Enjoy the fun with the women of whiskeys. Cheers, everyone. Well, now you know, it's time for Patreon Plinko.
Okay. And
I am obsessed with that song.
I know.
It's so
so someone told me that we needed like a new song, that it was getting old.
What?
And I'm like,
what they say? No.
Okay, whatever.
No one's done it.
I'm just checking. Excuse me while I be rude. I just want to check and make sure we have no other Plinko peoples.
Cuckoo. Chris SBWE. July 23rd, Alzheimer's fundraiser, but also this Saturday, Big Vic is doing a charity stream with Ed for Lymphoma and Leukemia Society, LLS, which is something I've loved since starting my Alzheimer's fundraiser, is like fundraisers and like how much of an impact that can make has really grown in Whiskey Tube. Like there was some being done before that, but like for my very tiny channel, the big impact it made its first year. Since then, more and more fundraisers have grown, and every time made such an impact. I mean, like the whiskeychannel.com, aka Shelf Turrets, have done a couple like Stuff in Whiskey do a beautiful one every year for about suicide awareness. Like others have done, more personal ones and stuff, like even just tonight's, last minute put together thing and Livewire doing it. Like it's making an impact on so many people. And that's just, I love this community for that. It's so cool. So.
I just realized something. I have never asked Kathy Jo how she does the Play-Doh
how she
thing.
draws the
Yeah.
winners?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I have no idea.
it is a StreamYard thing.
Feature. I don't have like the StreamYard Plus, so I've never tried it.
Okay. All right.
So
Keep talking. I got the shit.
yeah, I got you. But yeah, this Saturday, Big Vic, can you post in the thing what time on Saturday, like what time Pacific/Eastern? That will be helpful, and like a little bit about the prizes. But as Chris mentioned, 23rd, he'll be on vacation. So something I have mentioned, but want to remind people, you do not have to be there to be present. You can enter anytime before the Alzheimer's fundraiser, and you will be entered to win. And I will be emailing, like the way you enter is through the Walk to End Alzheimer's page. So I'll get an email contact for you. So I'll be able to contact all of the winners to let them know and put them in contact with the donors of their prizes. But if you would like to donate a prize, whether it be a flight, like a fun sample flight for people to try, or a bottle or a cool flight board or whatever, I've gotten some really cool ones. There's also going to be like a really cool table. Oh, fun fact, there's going to be an auction this year. Chris Tatz from Australia has donated a Stag Batch 1. So the very first ever batch of Stag Junior is going to be in for the Alzheimer's fundraiser, and that will be its own separate auction. So that will be during the fundraiser. I guess you could like make a bid ahead of time if you wanted to, like let me know if you really couldn't be there but we're really interested in trying to win that Stag Batch 1, but that's Stag Junior Batch 1. So like that's just like one of the many super cool prizes that are going to be in it. I'm hoping that's going to be the only auction. Auctions are a little difficult to run during it, and Nick and I, my husband, might be able to make it up to Idaho. Livewire Whiskey is going to be up in Idaho with Women of Whiskeys and the Doublers, hanging out that weekend, and it could be really fun to have like our first Alzheimer's fundraiser where we get to be with our peeps in the Whiskey Tube community. So I need to like review basically my calendar of experiments I've got going on and making sure I can make it work. But if we could, and Nick can make it work, it could be really cool. Either way, Nick and I are going to be going and into the Devilars, and I'm so excited. We're all going to Pours in the Park in August, the first weekend of August, I think it is.
What?
Pours in the Park?
Yes, first week of August.
Yeah. So this will be my first time going to that, and it's all thanks to Darrell from Hello Again Whiskey Friends.
Oh,
so
I know.
He bought Nick and I both plane tickets so that we could afford to go. So, which was ridiculously nice, and I cannot fucking wait to actually meet a lot more faces instead of just the avatars. So. Any luck, Michelle? I filled out. I'm like just blabbing along.
You're doing great. I'm almost there.
Sweet. Okay, cool. You are figuring it out though, making progress. Good. Dang, I'm gonna miss all of you coming to Idaho. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's right. It'll be on the same vacation. I feel sad that I can't get to meet this Chris SBWE who has to pull over the car
so cool.
Whiskey's normal streams. So, and also like when my super hilarious little cat passed away a few months ago, he shared a really sweet post in the Facebook group, and that was super kind and sweet and thoughtful, and I have not forgotten that after losing it. But we're hoping maybe get a kitten after it was in the park. So, and then after that will be my gray pit bull puppy. My dream.
Okay, here's the deal. I am so sorry, guys. I do not have the tool on my phone or computer to do the StreamYard where they show it and whatnot. But I do have it in a randomizer.
Okay, cool.
So if you trust me that I'm not cheating, I will do this stuff, okay?
I think we all trust you.
Are we good?
We trust you a hell of a lot more than that Texas jury and Candy Montgomery.
Okay, so in the essence of timing, I'm going to, let's see, where's my randomizer? There it is. Okay. Well, I don't want the wheels. I can't do it all in. Let's do the other one. Randomizer. You guys are so awesome that you're not judging me for this shit show of a...
Look,
nobody... Adriana's on here. We all love Adriana, right?
Nobody comes to Women of Whiskeys or Whiskey Mountains for like a perfectly organized and super professional.
All right, I've got
my super professional sign here for y'all. Like and subscribe if you have not liked the team. And if you haven't pressed subscribe, absolutely do that. This is my beaten up sign.
I love your signs.
So professional. So if you expect super professional, you've gone to the wrong place.
I love this. I hear, we trust you. See? Rigged.
Rigged.
Okay, so I think I have everyone in here. Yes, everyone's in.
Sweet.
We're going to...
It's coming. Chris has BW. I was just BWE. I was just in Glacier National Park.
It is Chris S. BWE.
Boom!
She was talking about you, Chris.
They drop like a...
Chris, you get to play some Plinko. Let's look at what the choices are here.
Boom.
You guys are so awesome for loving me through my bullshit.
Also, is it pick 1 through 3 or ABC?
It is pick 1 through 8. Here are the things that you can win. The Stozel is our newest glass. It's freaking phenomenal. It's my favorite of all the things we've done. All the things we've done.
Wow.
I mean, the leggings are good too.
I was going to say, I was like, even the leggings?
Okay. I'm not even driving. Can you wait for me to go to my car? Are you talking like 5 minutes? I mean, I do kind of have to pee, Chris.
I can give you going while you pee.
I pick to drop letter A. All right, we're going to give you a few minutes. We're going to chit chat. We're going to drop the A, and we're going to go from there. LOL, JK. All right, A.
Perfect. I think he was just kidding about the needing to get to his car.
I freaking love that, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was smart and put the Plinko up before
ahead of time.
Yes.
Smart.
There's a little glare, but hopefully you can see. He said A, right?
Good. A. Mm-hmm.
A. Oh, all right. We're going big. Ready?
Bing, bing, bing. I love how much to the side it can go. That's insane.
It's crazy. 6 is 5 entries to next week's Pick or Pass.
Boom, shakalaka.
Chris, you have 5 entries for next week. I love that because not last time, but 2 times before that, they won. So.
Oh, the person who got nice.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
All right. Yay. He says, I'll take that. He also says he wants a new glass. I mean, we have those.
I mean, that's fair.
So.
Okay. Whiskey Mountains. I mean, womenofwhiskies.com. All of them.
All of those, yes.
I'll just put like a link to y'all's website on mine and that'll make
Let's just drink a whole bunch of fucking whiskey. Okay.
Right? Like, look, it's a lot of whiskey. Okay.
Fuck Audra, this was fun.
Right? Okay, I was gonna say 2 things. One was in response to Chris. I have a bunch of stuff videoed from my visit to Glacier National Park. But it turns out some of the audio didn't work at all, and I can't redo a hike to Avalanche Lake in Glacier for the Woodford Batch Proof, so I have to refilm some stuff, but it's halfway edited. Second thing.
That sucks.
I'm like editing, I'm like, are you fucking... That was like the most amazing and beautiful hike, and I didn't have the mic like all the way pushed in to the thing, so it just didn't pick anything up.
Oh. Chris, yeah, I saw that order. We're actually packaging up orders. There was a few
Oh, sweet.
orders from patrons that came through. They're getting packaged up tomorrow. So, Chris, I probably won't package yours up because I'm pretty sure that we have a whole box of hand-delivered shit.
Right, it's like that's true hand delivery right there.
Thank you, Fifth Quarter. Those of you that are interested in Adriana's fundraiser, or if you won something, or if you're just plain interested in all the shits, Fifth Quarter Tailgate did drop our website. So you can buy your glasses, you can buy the stuffs. I think our email is on there. So,
But my second thing was another like just fun experimental science thing that I'm doing right now is I have this like super taster kit thing, and I've got a survey that I made up based on it. So it's basically like testing like the genetics of some of your taste buds and like which taste buds like receptors that you can detect and whatever. Like it's this thing. And so I will, if you contact me and email me and send me your address, your shipping address, I'll send you like these different strips of paper blank as like a blind, and then you just fill out like a little survey online what you got or didn't get on the different strips, and then some questions about like which whiskeys and stuff you prefer, and it'll be like a fun experiment on like, does this help explain our different preferences for different whiskey types or whatever. So anybody who's interested, contact me. I don't know. It's like fun, and the more data you can collect from it.
That is so cool. I'm so interested.
I have like a bunch that I've already enveloped, and I've got y'all's envelope, but I have to print out a piece of paper that fits the envelopes I got.
But if you come to Idaho, you can just like bring it with you.
This is true. I could just bring it, so that'll make my life easier. But
okay,
and we can do it together.
It is 8:30, and I swore that I really try on the last Thursday of the month not to go for my friends who started an hour and a half ago. Yeah, I suck. I'm a shitty friend. So I hope that all of you are toggling back and forth. Ben Demon Hunter, what's up? He says. It's the end. You're here for the end.
What's up, Ben?
Fine.
How about
It's fine. Adriana, thank you.
This was so much fun.
It was fun. It was so much fun. You are a natural at talking about true crime.
I love true crime so much. I'm way better talking about true crime than I am about science, like 100% honest. If I'm doing like my actual work, I'm blah, 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 and having to reword everything. True crime? Bing, 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 bing.
Chris S says, bring an extra one to Idaho if you come, and he'll pick it up and do the experiment for you.
Perfect. I'm writing it down.
All right, everybody. Adriana, hang back in the background for a sec. I mean, I have to pee, but you know, it is what it is.
So do I.
Everybody, we will see you next Wednesday. Thank you for all the donations that go to this amazing family. We've got Bourbon Bites that's running right now. We've got Deathless Dogs. We've got The Like Time. Guys, these are all great channels. I toggle back and forth because I can't pick just one. Yeah. So go check them out. Let them know that Women of Whiskeys and Whiskey Mountain sent you over there to check them out. And just remember, there's no wrong way to drink your whiskey. You drink it how you like it. Wait, you drink it how you like it. Drink it and share it with your friends. Good night, guys. Thank you.
Cheers, all.